Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show today. This is going to be quite a bit of fun. We're doing something different, which is always cool. We do lots of, classic characters. We support indie books, which is always great. But we're doing another book today, translating writing into art. That should be really interesting. I like the idea of doing different stuff. And of course, our very own co-host, Mr. Jeff slash
Hello
Herman.
there.
Hi. You're going to be. It's your book. I am
Yes, it is.
confused. Is your name Jeff or is it Herman?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Okay. Okay.
No,
So
it's Jeff. It's Jeff. It's a pen name.
so it's
Call
a
me Mr. Hunter if you
Herman
need
is a
nom
to.
de
pen name.
plume. No. Okay. Fine. But all right, guys. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to share this out and hit that like button too. Might as well. Do appreciate y'all doing that. So let me come over here, and we got a bunch of artists in here today to kind of get us into this. So while I go over here and do this, Jeff, why don't you kind of just give us a kind of that quick elevator pitch of what the book is, so we can get an idea in our head, man.
Well, the book is about a mysterious warrior who comes up to a guide in a tavern and wants him to take him to this place to the east, which is kind of notorious. And the guide is often taking other people there that are seeking this hidden treasure, the same spot seeking this hidden treasure, and it usually ends up very bad for everybody.
Oh.
Sometimes they come back all torn up, sometimes they don't come back at all. And so that's where the story begins.
So it's kind of like a dungeon crawl.
Kind of like a dungeon crawl.
Oh, I kind of
So-
like that. I am a
So
nerd,
it's-
you know.
Yes, I think we all know that.
Yes. I carry most of the nerd tags, by the way, Jeff.
Oh, really?
Yes. Well, I do have.
OG nerd.
Yes, I am. That's right. And I see we got Humphrey Bear in here. Hello, Humphrey Bear. It's been a while. Haven't seen you, dude. We got my sketchbook as well. You got a new co-host, Chester. Where did your Booster, poor Kiwi? Well, Booster has his own channel he's promoting and doing, and of course we promote that and wish him the best of luck. He's also working on a bunch of stuff as well, so good on Booster. And go and support that wherever that is. I'm sure somebody here knows. Yeah. But anyway, nice to have you guys in here. Let me go ahead. Before I start talking to all the folks in here, I'm going to play the video that Jeff has. So let me see here. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is.
The book trailer.
Yeah. I got it. I got it. All right, here we go, guys. Let's turn this on and let's have a listen. Ooh, in the ancient lands of the Arnak. Ooh. Dragon spires. Ooh, epic. The Horn of Torgil. Ooh, lots of adjectives.
Yes, which are bad.
Well, you gotta expect that from a writer.
Yeah, I like the font. Oh, well, it's epic. That's for damn sure, dude.
Thank you.
You got to appreciate the epic. And it's available like everywhere. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
So and I've promoted a lot of things here. We've kind of suggested all of them to do that, Jeff.
News today.
Yes.
From the two-time
Go everywhere.
What the hell
especially
is going on here? Hold on a second. I
champion
gotta
Dr.
find it.
Disrespect. He's
Why?
been embroiled in a lawsuit
No,
with
shut up,
Twitch.
Jeremy. God. Jesus. All right, let me come back over here. I don't know why
So, but
Jeremy
yeah.
decided to interrupt my stream. You got your own stream, Mr. Several 100,000 viewers. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
So
Jeremy.
yeah. Who is Jeremy?
The quartering.
Oh, that guy.
You watch that crap?
Well, I mean, he doesn't. He is spineless, to be fair, but I don't know. He's kind of
after
cute.
the 6 months of stories of him getting beat up at con, I just couldn't watch it anymore.
Well, he's kind of cute, you know.
Oh dear God.
Anyway, but happy to have all you guys in here. We're going to get into this more. That was a pretty good trailer, dude. I liked it.
Thank
I
you.
love the
Thanks.
fact that it's available everywhere. That's a good thing.
Yeah, the thing about when you go into publishing, at least regular books, is
Well, he's
self-publishing
kinda
at
cute,
least,
you know.
is that there's two trains of thought. You either go like
Anyway,
Amazon,
but
or you try and
happy to
put
have
it
all you
everywhere.
guys in here. We're going to get into
And
this more.
I
That
figured
was a pretty good trailer.
I'm not,
Hold on
I'm
a
not
second.
running
Here.
after.
Someone is echoing, and they have the YouTube coming through their mic.
Yeah,
Who's doing that? Who is
the
that?
thing about when
me.
you go into publishing, at least regular books, is self-publishing.
I don't
Not me.
have-
I'm muted.
There's
I don't hear anybody. Are
Okay,
you sure you don't have the stream playing on your own?
No,
I don't hear it either.
just got muted. Yeah.
It is not me.
Okay, then hi, Rosa. So I'm sorry, Jeff. Please continue. I do apologize.
So, anyways, where was I at? Oh, so you can either chase after Amazon, which has their own self-publishing services, or you can go the other route, which is to try and put it everywhere. And so I decided to go the other route because I want to get as much exposure as I can. This is my first book, and nobody knows who I am outside of maybe you guys.
Sure.
So it's to try and get it out there as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And
a
some
good
news
idea.
today. I just got done with the audiobook. It will be available March 31st.
Wow, awesome.
Oh,
So
awesome.
That is
if you
cool.
don't want to, take the time to buy the book or read it, you can get it on audiobook and listen.
There you go,
And
JD.
And that was a burn rate, buddy. That is so fast.
Yeah. Oh, this
Great.
guy. This guy's name is Steve Fortune, and he's a Brit. And this
So
guy,
yeah.
I heard his audition, and I'm like, that's the guy. This is the guy. So
Yeah, it
my
is.
wife's
Isn't it?
going,
Isn't it interesting? We don't need the Brits for anything until we want some voiceovers.
well, this guy in particular, my wife's going, if you really like the guy, maybe you shouldn't wait for the other guys to come back with their auditions. I said, no, I got auditions out. Let's listen to them all.
You got to go through the process. That's true. Very,
But
very true.
This guy burned right through it, and he sounds really good.
Well, he's
So it
professional.
makes it sound,
right?
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he makes
we
it sound
heard
like I. Go ahead.
We heard the samples, and they were just fantastic. His voice is so smooth and everything like that. You really don't need that. I mean, you've probably got great production values too, but you don't need all of that special stuff that you have to do for a more ordinary voice, where usually you want to have effects and music and stuff. This guy's voice just carried it. It was perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He made it sound like I actually know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that some of these guys get into their niche, that this their thing. I know, like over in board games, there's this one guy. I can't remember his name offhand, but he does the voiceover for everything, like in board games. Well, good for it's his niche, right? He found a niche. He makes money. He makes a living.
Yeah.
So, it's good. But anyway,
Voiceover.
awesome. Well, we're going to be starting out, and I'm going to go over here and talk to all the artists. Honey's back, and Honey is once again just refusing to display. I don't know what it is with you, Honey.
Oh no.
Yeah, but that's okay. We'll work it all out. So we're going to go ahead and do the countdown here and just get you guys going. I'm glad to see all these people I haven't seen quite a while over here in the chat. Thanks, guys. Jiminy Cricket, of course. He refuses to come in here and draw with us because he's just too good. But beyond that, I am going to do the countdown. So you guys ready? I got it all
Okay.
prepared. I'm ready,
Yeah.
Jeff. I'm not boomering
Okay.
it at all. So here we go.
Okay.
Shouldn't Jeff do the
Are
countdown?
you ready? Start your drawing in
Play through music.
5,
5 kittens,
4,
unicorns,
3,
bunnies,
2,
vomit,
1.
puppies, jumping youths, And that right there is a go if you didn't hear it. Of course, I know you didn't. And he's not going to do any kind of promotion for his book, which we are promoting today. He's honest about it. He's honest.
Worst countdown
And that's
ever.
right down the bottom. Just because you guys can't hear it, that's why it's the worst. But basically, what he said was go, go, go. All right.
Speed racer.
Speed Racer. All right, so what we got ourselves here today is a book, The Revenant and the Tomb. This is a fantasy setting. It sounds to me to be very dungeon crawly, which is cool for all the D&Ders out there. But it's neat. We got ourselves an adventure. They're going to try to get a horn of Kiev, so
No,
that's good.
they go to the mountain is called the Horn of Torgiv.
Kiev,
Well, whatever. Kiev, Torgiv, whatever.
or as the Jubases say, Kiev.
Kiev.
Yeah. I went there, Eric. Have you noticed that
I'm
little
sure-
touch of propaganda? Huh? Have you
I'm
noticed
sure you did. Heard where you were last week too.
it?
Trotting.
You know, I was really
How
disappointed.
long did
in
it
the
take your
food.
yacht to get to Germany?
Oh, dude, I took a plane. I don't play games. What are you talking about?
He had
but-
he had the yacht airlifted.
Mhm,
Germany.
But I was really disappointed in the food, man. I'd never been to Germany before, and I thought that they would have. I just had expected some of the food to be pretty good, but it was really bland and boring, dude.
Did
Well,
you have a bratwurst?
Everything's processed.
I
White
had
people food.
sausage. The bread wasn't bad. The beer
Well,
was
that's the reason
okay.
why they have the beer.
Well, dude, I actually think Belgian beer is better than German beer.
I don't
Czech
know.
beer is probably better.
Maybe.
Czech beer's not bad.
Maybe.
Yeah, Czech beer is pretty good.
I do like English beer though.
Well, I'm supposed to go to Paris next. I don't know how that's
I'm
going to work out, though.
sorry.
Yeah.
So you better get ready to eat brie and sip wine.
It is going to end over in Oxford. So, that should be
Oxford.
interesting. I bet I've been to Britain before, and that food is absolutely monstrous. I mean, it should be, it should be criminal.
Yeah.
Well, leave Britain
Steak.
alone. Rabbit's not here.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Steak and kidney pie.
Yeah. So basically, for these guys, they all have their ideas and they're kind of pushing forward here. But why don't you give us, Jeff, a little bit of a layout of who are our main characters? Who are we journeying with?
Well, the first two characters you're introduced to in chapter 1
Mhm.
is a guy named Drom and a young warrior named Helcedric. And Helcedric's kind of on the mysterious side. He comes across as being, a little bit wiser or more worldly wise than someone of his age. And Drom notes this in a later chapter. Drom's kind of this old grizzly guide who,
Mhm.
hangs out in rough places, and that's where they meet is in a rough tavern. And
Oh, I see.
he knows he's one of the few guides that will take people to this place in the Horn of Torgiv.
Mhm.
And he tries to warn Helcedric off initially, saying, don't do this. I'll take your gold, but there's terrible things up there. Why are you doing this? And so many people have gone up and
not
and
come
had-
back, yeah. And how
and not
about
come
the
back.
buxom nubile feminine?
well, she's not buxom.
Oh, damn.
So, but there's Herodine, and she's of a race known as the Alani, which are basically they're like elves,
I see.
and
You've
they're
upset
immortal.
armor on, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm sure that won't stop them.
That's
But not
fair.
me.
That is fair.
So
It won't stop you either.
she's-
There you go.
she's quite diminutive. She's diminutive, but she's kind of fierce, and she's got a bit of a chip on her shoulder.
They always
and-
do. They always
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
And
know
the
what-
next book that I'm going to put out another book with Helcedric in it, and with Herodine, and I will explore a little bit of her background in that book.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the last person is Tolgir, who is what they call him Wodaman. And they're kind of like Tolkien dwarves, but not entirely. There's the way I have their lore set up, there's kind of like two different types, and I don't want to give too much of it away because I'll eventually write about it. But so they're mountaineers. They know about mining and prospecting and all these other different things. And he's there because he's kind of hanging out with Hal Cedric and kind of likes the fight and the
Gold.
He kind of likes he's bold, he's haughty, braggadocious, I guess would be the word.
Oh, okay.
So, but he's a
Perfect.
decent guy.
Oh, there you go. All right.
So actually, the funny thing is that Drama's kind of modeled off my father-in-law, my late father-in-law, I should say.
Oh, all right. All right. So it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's an adventure into a dungeon to get treasure, basically. So that's
not necessarily.
not necessarily.
That's
it's
why
not.
people
We're going to the ocean. Sorry,
No. Hal Cedric is not going there for treasure.
Glory.
He's going there for information.
Ooh, information. Very interesting. All righty. And, Jeff, seeing as we do have so many people of the feminine persuasion here with us today, maybe we should ask them the very serious question. Ladies, why is it that we always seem to have a female character that has squarely upon their shoulders a large chip of something?
Because that character is usually the one that's out looking for something. The one that doesn't have a chip on her shoulder is usually happy. And because she's happy, that means that she's contented where she is. Usually,
and
why
is it, Rosa, that the male characters do not need said chip?
Oh, they have a chip on their shoulder. Have you read this book yet?
No.
Yeah.
So, well, all right then. Hal Cedric's got a chip on his shoulder. And you'd know that if you were a fan like me.
In general.
In general? They usually do. What about Han Solo?
Sneeze.
What about
Logan,
Han
Wolf.
Solo, bruh?
Han Solo doesn't have a chip. What chip? Luke doesn't have a chip either.
Good Lord, he does. What are you talking about? He's like, I don't want to be on this farm. I don't want to live here. Well. Oh, Mama's dead. I mean,
that's not a chip. That's useful angst.
It's kind of chippy.
It's not. It's not chippy at all. It's definitely not. There's a word we use, the word chippy, or the British do anyway.
Yes.
Wolverine. Small man syndrome. Cough.
That's true. That is true. Small man syndrome for the rescue, indeed. For sure. Now I am kind of going through the artist here. I'm all the way up to the Howl Comics. He's got an interesting display all opened up here today. You're just kind of getting all fancy and shit, Alan. What's up?
What happened? What happened?
I'm just looking at your screen. It's got all kind of brushes over there. And what is this you're using? Which program are you using here? This is not Microsoft
Pro.
Okay, good.
Paint. Yeah.
Sketchbook Pro.
It's a step up from chalk on the sidewalk, but it works for me.
Fair. I actually had when I was growing up, there was this. They're a little younger than us, right? There's always little age groups of gaggles of kids in age groups, right? Well, there was this one little group of, I don't know, there were 7 or 8, there were 9, something in that range, all girls, and they run around a little pack terrorizing everyone. But they did like to chalk up that road constantly, man. They were always drawing shit.
Well, my kids did that.
Yeah.
Well, I should say my youngest son did that.
And they never got run over by a car, though, which was unfortunate.
I grew up with a gravel road. No chalk for my family.
You could do individual chalk.
No Bandai chalk, sadly.
I should point out that both of my beta readers were women. One is my wife. Don't say any bad things about her.
I don't know what a beta reader is.
Beta reader.
Yeah,
well,
like
if you want, yeah, it's kind of like a beta tester. Give them the book and you say, "What do you think of it?"
Oh,
and they'll tell you. Yep.
Yeah,
Beta reader.
it's your reader. It's your
I
person
heard
that
Beta
told you how good you
Raider.
are.
I was like, what are they rating?
That's from Texas. They're a raider. You have to rate it. Go ahead.
I see. Well, I usually just send mine to other professors.
That's similar.
So those are my beta raiders. I'll have to
Beta
tell them.
readers. Reader.
Oh my god.
Reader.
I'll have to inform them of their status.
Like
The one
Before
around.
Radio.
I continue, Jeff, does any of this take place in Mexico or East LA?
No, completely different
Yeah,
world.
No,
please.
it's in Kiev. I told
All
you.
right. Oh, that's right.
It's in the name.
But if
Pronounced Kiev Boulevard.
Hello,
The only
Kiev.
yeah.
Hello?
The only
You've
problem
changed
is
its
like
name.
one. Of course, the actual major problem why we constantly keep getting wars in the same region is because it's freaking flat. There's no mountains in the Kiev. Jeff,
What?
I hear it's
K-Roll.
because of psyops.
it's probably it's probably true.
Pockles, though.
Makes sense.
Oh my gosh, he's back again, you guys.
Who's
Don't look
back?
at him.
Don't
Don't
look
look
at
at him. Don't look at him.
Your father. I'm your father,
Oh,
Chester.
I'm so excited. This is my spirit animal.
Is that your spirit animal? Is it? All right. All
Yeah.
right. Well, he's back. He's back.
I created a new language.
He did. All right.
Yes. Instead of George, you can call me Jorge.
Oh.
That's Lucas singing for George.
Okay. So we have completely absconded with an entire language now. Perfect.
I came here because I heard that Cross Comics was going to be here.
Rick is here.
Yes, and I'll be serving you with papers, seeing as you stole all of my characters. Yes. Pardon
me? Awesome.
I created Canadian Shield.
Oh, that's
right after
Is that Go-To Comics?
Right after I wrote the
Just
book
George
for
Lucas
Amazon.
you're talking to there, Rick. Show some respect.
Hey, Rick, that's George Lucas.
Rick, I am your father. Join me or die.
Oh, God. Goodness gracious. Well, we got Rosa in here with a very sharp-looking camera. That's nice, Rosa. It's very clear.
Thank you. I can't believe anybody can actually see me. It's like I had to work so hard to do this. You get a sharp-looking camera at my disreputable paper. Look at this. It's been used so much. Look at how sad this is.
Well, that's love,
like
though.
while y'all are talking about while y'all are talking about Procreate and stuff, I haven't pulled out all my tags of paper yet.
Oh, goodness.
So at least my camera is sharp, even my drawings aren't.
We all know about hanging chads, Rosa.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, and I that was an innuendo, just so you know.
I know. I didn't say anything back to you. I did not say it. I was very good this time.
You know, the thing is, though, Rosa, I didn't even know what a chad was until within the past couple of years. These guys explained to me.
Yeah, chads, bruh. They're like the best. They have a beard and everything, and they look really manly.
Yeah.
I'm like Chad.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Well, I don't know about that, Jeff. You're supposed to be handsome.
I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me neither.
In fact, I need a beard trim.
I have.
You're not terrible.
Well, the only real chads we have here is George, of course, and the manscaper in chief, Eric. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm super handsome. My mom tells me so.
He wouldn't lie to you.
He wouldn't lie to you.
He wouldn't lie to
me.
We know JD is like a mega magnet of handsomeness, so that's good. We have Amran here. He's Australian. It's kind of required that he either be toothless or handsome.
There's no in between.
So he's toothless, right?
I still have my teeth.
Bogeyman.
You still there you go. So Amran's a handsome man. That's nice.
There you go.
Hey, that's
a purdy man when you're in Texas. That's a purdy man.
Yeah, purdy. He purdy.
Purdy.
I don't know about Andrew. Can anyone quantify Andrew's handsomeness?
I mean, you guys have seen me in the Kickstarter video. You guys can just look at me.
See how gorgeous he is.
I've
Adoringly.
doxed myself.
Oh my God!
So.
Oh, there you
He
go.
has the eyes of a young Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, that's just mean, Jorge. What are you doing?
Jeez.
Well, although Amy and Honey, of course, are the two that aren't displaying as usual, because they refuse to play the game, play by life's rules. I am curious, Amy and Honey or Gabby, have any of you seen the Andrew in person?
No, I haven't had the opportunity. So you have a comic that you're making, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I think I know what that one is, but I don't think I saw the Kickstarter video. I think I was just looking over the characters really quick and going, okay, what have I got here? I thought I was sharing my screen. It says I am.
Sounds like excuses to me.
Well, I'd send you a screen capture to prove that it's running, but it probably wouldn't get to you anyway. Well,
You do realize your voice is illegal in the 33 states, right?
Maybe I should try a different voice. I could do a Yoshi voice. That's hard to keep up. Though.
No, I do have a ban button. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, well, we'll just
maybe I need to do a little chipmunk.
Oh, yo, don't do that to me. Of course, we do have a resident Mexican in here. At least he tells me that. I don't believe it. But we know that Mexican men are far more attractive than the Mexican women. Why is that, Alan?
Oh my gosh, no!
That is definitely true. The Spanish ladies can be quite hot, but the Mexican ones, no.
You haven't been to Texas, man.
Protein in genetics. It was from the Mayans, probably.
Well, yeah, that's probably why. It's not a good mix there, Alan. Yeah, but the Spanish ones, the ones with all the European Spanish in them, they could be quite attractive, like radically so. Yeah.
I am 70% Iberian.
Oh, well, there you go. So you are pretty.
I look very white.
Well, the Iberians do tend to be attractive.
I once owned a Iberian Husky. His name was Roger.
It's an I, not a huh. It's an Iberian, sir.
I think Lucas is wrong, and that Siberian Husky was named Indiana.
Oh, see that? Okay, 10 points for Eric. 10 points for Eric.
That was my mutt I had as a child. He died tragically. Canine cancer.
Oh, did he, George?
My mother said it was psyops.
Well, our resident Jorge was involved in the making of Raiders of the Lost Ark. I wonder who came up with the idea for Indiana. Whose idea was that, you think? Was that Spielberg's or George's?
Spielberg.
Everything's my idea. Obviously.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
I'm just honored you guys are drawing my book tonight.
It was
my erotic cyber tale about a woman's robotic womb.
What?
The renovated womb.
What?
Oh my God.
Are you not drawing the renovated womb?
No, we're not, George.
No.
Oh, I must be on the wrong show then.
Jorge, are you going to actually draw anything today?
I can't draw, Chester. I produce.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Sometimes I direct.
Sometimes,
And
unfortunately.
occasionally write.
Something you don't want. You don't want that, but it happens.
Well, Andrew is drawing a very scrawny elven lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's
Elves usually are scrawny.
They are, and she's being seductively scrawny with her wrist covering certain genitalia.
Whose genitalia?
Her own.
Oh.
She get over there, George. You might be able to get your genitalia involved in the party.
Selfish.
I mean, let me get past the roughs first, and then we can talk about whether there's genitalia.
That's fair. That is fair. But I just kind of gave myself an aneurysm because I don't know why thinking George Lucas in any kind of sexual situation is like thinking of your parents.
Oh my God.
Damn, that hurt.
Just that frog neck. Mm.
He has a worse turkey neck than me.
Star Wars thing.
Oh Lord.
No, seriously, try to envision George Lucas in a
No.
sexual situation. It's
Why
like
would
to your
anyone do
parents,
that?
dude. It doesn't work.
My brain's
Isn't that what the-
antivirus will not let that go through at
Thank
all.
God.
It just,
The real
Thank
question is,
God.
why would you do a thing like that? That's not even natural.
Well,
Dude,
it
I
just
just-
happened naturally, Rosa.
That is not true.
So your
This is what
mind
Chester thinks about when he's on the yacht.
your mind naturally went to George Lucas naked.
I know. God, what's wrong with me, Jeff?
Yeah. Maybe you've been
George
spending
Lucas.
too much,
I'm Barry
maybe
White.
maybe you've been spending too much time on that fertility mountain.
That may be. That's possible. the
Yeah.
spirits of the ages have inseminated me.
Or maybe they're trying to get in your
Ooh.
brain.
Thank
I
you.
think
That's
No,
not
that-
a word I would use, but
No,
whatever.
it's not. Well, it kind of came to my head. I don't have any control over these things, Jeff. It just naturally
you do.
just proliferates.
And maybe
Well,
it's
you
the,
said you were on a
maybe it's
business
the,
trip.
the
I
Japanese
was.
gods trying to mess with
I
you,
was.
man.
And just so
Yeah,
you know, the ladies like the yacht. So
Like
take
your
that.
wife?
Likes the
Yeah.
manscaping too, but he won't do it.
My wife is a lady. She counts.
She's a lady.
Yeah.
If you made a puppet of Tom Jones,
Oh, that
that
would be
would
awesome,
be
dude.
that would be the bomb.
That would be awesome. She's a
Ready to make
lady.
a
Whoa, she's a lady.
That sounds like your request.
Green grass boom.
You know what?
Now here's the ultimate Tom Jones question though. Here's the ultimate Tom Jones question. Who did Kiss better, Tom or Prince?
That's a stupid question. Because once Tom Jones does it, no one else can.
Yeah, nobody else.
I don't know. I kind of like Prince's version, although I do agree Tom's is better.
Tom Jones is just Prince has got more funk to it.
Oh, he
But
does.
Tom Jones, there's just something about Tom Jones doing that it's like, and whatever that mask that he has.
He brought the heterosexuality to it.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Yeah. Well, Tom's an interesting fella because he's not, even when young Tom is not really a handsome guy, but the ladies love Tom Jones, man. He had.
He was handsome.
Nah, he wasn't. Nah, he's not. I mean, he's clearly sexually attractive. That's fair.
Not to dudes.
It's
He's not.
that awesome white man fro that he had.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
That was a Welsh bro. That was his hair.
He falls.
He reminds
under
me of the neighbor from the '70s show.
Falls under the Austin Powers stipulation.
Oh, awesome! Oh my
Mhm.
God,
He had mojo. He didn't have looks. He had mojo.
Yes.
he had mojo. All right, fair. Let's
that
see
original
here.
swag.
Elrod is actually drawing something. We have a head. So sweet. All right, I'll come back to that. We have a
My
Gabby
favorite
here.
Marcus movie.
Give him
Gabby's-
5 minutes. He'll be on his third.
He will. Yeah, he's pretty impressive that way. But we have Gabby, and she's doing like horns.
Mhm.
She has a horny picture today. That's good. Good for
Mhm.
you, Gabby.
Yeah,
And
but-
Gabby's still rocking the traditional.
Excuse me?
Yes, ma'am. You did it. Don't blame me for your actions. So are you going to do digital one day, Gabby, or are we
Get off
forever
her,
man.
in traditional?
We'll see. Maybe I'll surprise you guys one day.
Yeah. I mean, I do like what you draw. So,
Thank you.
you do you.
She's drawn a yerk. Yersh. Yerk.
Mhm.
Funny thing is I make up these names and I can never pronounce it.
Well, that's
Oh, he was in
Yurt.
Vegas. I love that show. My mom loved Robert Yurch. It's her favorite actor.
Robert Urich.
Ice Pirates.
Rick.
is his favorite,
Ice
probably.
Pirates is a classic.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick. Rick Piper.
Yes.
Dad's favorite movie.
Yes.
I'm liking what I'm seeing, brother.
Yeah, I gotta feminize it a bit more. It looks like a guy in a dress, but it's starting to take shape.
I just figured it was a dervish.
Who are the villains of the piece, if you will?
Yes.
Yeah.
The villains. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I'm trying to do the lady warrior with the samurai sword.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the villains. Actually, the villain is an entity that I've been kind of like molding his backstory, and this is part of it. The story is actually part of it.
Do they
And
fight
he's-
anybody? Because I only read
Awesome
the
bandits.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily fight him, but they fight his minions.
Oh,
What are his minions? That's what I'm getting at then.
His minions are, well, I called them Crypt Fiends, I think. But
Ooh,
they're
so they're
sort
like
of like
zombies?
yeah, they're kind of like zombies. They're under his control, and they've sort of mutated. They've gone from being human to being sort of very pale and with, I think, 3 talons on their hands, long, distended, bloated head with black eyes and diamond-like fangs.
Like my mother's, am I right?
And then the feet are kind of like split into 2, so they're cloven.
They're
with
cloven.
talons. Yeah,
There's
with
that
talons
word.
down at the bottom.
Like ninja boots.
Cloven. Yes, very close.
Yes, you're not supposed to eat the meat of the cloven.
So
no dining on the Crypt Fiends, I guess.
No dining on the Crypt Fiends. It'd be bad for your digestion.
It's like inspired by the Wendigo.
What?
Wendigo, you know?
Doesn't sound Wendigo.
Not Wendigo. Wendigos have horns.
Yeah, they're kind
know,
of
I mean,
antlers.
deer
They have
hunts.
antlers.
Sounds inspired by them. That's what I was trying to say.
Actually, I was more inspired by Alien.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. And the Wendigos don't have the feet.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Marvel Wendigo does.
Yeah, well, he's a Sasquatch. Let's be fair.
My uncle's Wendigo had no feet, because, and he barely drove it.
Diabetes?
Did I take my diabetes?
No, he just left it parked in his backyard. He never wasn't much of a camper.
Now, seeing as Sasquatch has been thrown into the play here, everyone raise your hand for those who believe in the Sasquatches.
I do.
I dated one.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoopsha.
Well, we haven't found exactly what else is out there, dude. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I shared a picture of you in the draw along, Chester.
Oh, thank you. Okay, let me go check out the picture of me. I'm sure this will be respectful.
Yeah,
it's probably a little old, but
Hey.
So it won't dox you too much.
Hey. I'm not that pudgy. Thank you.
Let's play some of that hip rock and roll.
Oh well.
Hey ladies, put on some Kenny Loggins. We're going sailing.
I guess I shall be the pudgy from now on.
My pudge brings all the ladies to the yacht, and they're like, "It's better than yours."
Later on, I'll break out the Christopher.
I thought like a sunny day on the yacht and some Christopher Cross on the 8-track.
8-tracks, man. Hey, nice. I used to have an 8-track in my car.
So old.
Do you have one in your yacht?
No, I don't. I have a very sophisticated digital system in there.
8-track in the yacht.
It's called Spotify.
I
don't.
It's almost as good.
How do you deal with the shag carpet on the yacht?
I removed that. I went back to the wood. I'm actually in the process of doing the de-shagging actually. Yeah, no, I'm
that
going
didn't
more
sound right.
traditional. I know. Thank you very much.
Lord.
I've been waiting for months for something.
Currently in my de-shagging phase.
Sounds like a very sad marriage. Oh.
I'm converting it back to more of a 70s style interior right now, which interestingly enough on yachts didn't involve shag. That came on in the late 80s and 90s, oddly enough.
Wow.
I can't imagine putting carpet on a boat.
Mirrors. It'd be nice.
Yeah, I don't like it
So
either.
nasty.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Seems like
Although in the
everybody's
bedroom, which is raised,
weird.
I do. There is carpet in there, and I will
Yeah.
leave that because it is
Keeps you
nice on the
warm when you get
tootsies.
out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That I can see.
I would take it out. Anytime there's a bedroom on a boat, you don't know what's happened in there, or you know what's happened there. So carpet
Well,
gotta go.
that is fair. But
I saw this video once where somebody was renovating a kitchen, and I don't know what they were thinking, but oh Lord, it had carpet, and someone decided it would be a great idea to cover all of the cabinets and basically everything with velvet.
Oh,
wow.
That sounds like an Elvis system.
Yeah, I'm like, what? It was. I think it was all like. It was like red or purple velvet or something like that, and then like it's a
I don't know if it's
fuzzy.
the pale talking or the banana sandwich, but we need some more velvet in that kitchen.
Still, baby. Need some more velvet.
Just put some glue down and keep putting up velvet. I guess that's how they get it up there. It must be their cabinets. You don't sew those, so well, whatever.
Well, no velvet. I don't have any velvet, so.
Okay.
Actually, it's
That's
a big
easier to keep
project.
clean.
There's a lot of work because it's it's an old boat, and I've had a lot of work to try to get it up to snuff.
But it's going well.
It is little by little, I can't do everything at once because you kind of collect some money and then do that, and
No.
then you wait, and it's little by little. But because the big expense I had was actually updating all of the electronics, that was very expensive. So I had to kind of sit back and wait once I did that. But I had to, for the Wi-Fi and the radar and the sonar and all that kind of, satellite
And the
connections
8-track.
and stuff. And the 8-track, yes. Yeah.
No, that does make sense because it would be very important to make sure the guides work on the boats. Okay, is that all hooked through computer, or is that I guess would that be electronics?
Yeah, no, I updated everything, modernized it. It was, I mean, it was nearly 20-year-old stuff. I mean, it still worked, but I just wanted something. I can run it all off my tablet now, right?
Oh, cool.
Which is pretty handy. But the first big expense I had when I first got the boat was the rigging. And you don't even know how much it costs to replace rigging on a frickin' sailboat. It's insane.
Oh, isn't that pretty much
that
just
doesn't
building the
surprise
boat
me.
over?
No. That's just the sails and the wires that.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's still a lot,
sheets and
though. Oh
stuff
my
like that.
gosh.
Yeah,
So,
no,
so you actually know how to use a sextant?
I do. Yes.
Really? You want to tell us how this works? Because I have never figured it out.
Sure. Well, what you do is there are certain stars that are very common for using for sailing. As a matter of fact, they're so common that they become part of culture. One of them is the Venus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you basically just kind of line up to the stars, and you measure the time for it to fall into another star's register, and therefore this gives you your space, your where you are in space, right? So it's not very complicated. Anybody could do it. I mean, an afternoon you could learn how to use a sextant.
So what
cool.
Chester is essentially saying is he's sextant simping.
Yes.
By going with Venus.
Yes. Of course, you don't really need it these days with a GPS, but it's just something when I was a kid they teach you because, of course, when I was a kid, we didn't have GPS, did we?
Yeah. No, I mean,
maybe not.
computers can go down, but the stars
Yeah.
won't. So
They won't. That's
it seems
true.
like a good thing to know.
That's true.
Most of us didn't go to yacht school as kids.
Well, dude, I grew up in Rhode Island. What do you want, man?
A yacht
That
school.
explains a lot.
The entire state of Rhode Island is a yacht school.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, the other half of it is a trash heap, so it might as well be in the ocean.
Well, that's Central Falls. We don't
Maya.
talk about Central Falls.
I would say the third
okay?
half, but it's so tiny. There's only one half.
As we call it here in Massachusetts, Rhode Island is Massachusetts skin tag.
Well, just keep in mind, there's a reason why Rhode Island has won most all of the American Cups in history. There's a reason. Yeah.
Because they got nothing else.
That's right. Yeah. No, we have a couple things
All the
to
chess
claim the
trophies
fame.
were taken.
No. You can't take coffee ice cream away from us because we invented that. We also
Ooh.
invented chowder.
So you invented that.
So
What
you're
else
talking
was
about
there?
the
It's
actual.
chowder.
So you're talking about you're talking about the actual like cups, like that, like the chowder comes in and the coffee comes in, like those cups.
The
those are
chowder
cups
cup.
that Rhode Island made.
I'm talking about coffee,
They won
ice
the
cream,
chowder
and
cup.
New
Yes,
England. I have
Revenant.
chowder. Those are from
They
Rhode
just have.
Island.
I have seen many cups on the ground there. They're just everywhere.
That is fair.
Is that where
cups
Moby Dick
everywhere.
happened?
Although, actually, chowder comes from my hometown of Point Judith. Actually,
Oh.
Is that where? Is
I
that
bet they
where
have some
Moby
really good
Dick
chowder.
happened? Is that Rhode Island?
hmm Southern tip.
Hey, did you ever see the guys from
Yeah.
Family Guy?
Did I ever see the guys from Family Guy? Let's see. Did I convert myself into an alternate dimension? I might have missed
And a
that, JD.
cartoon.
I might have missed
Now
that.
that you mention it,
Quagmire
yes.
is based on Chester.
Probably.
Oh boy.
Giggity.
Welcome to Rhode Island. Do you mind if we call you Skipper?
That's
and Dumber was
more
based
like
off of Rhode Island,
Newport,
too.
but okay, fine. Rhode
Newport's a
Island's not
popular
that bad a place. I mean, yeah, it's New England. I mean, what do you want?
Just joking, guys.
And
I go
did
there often, Chester. I'm right next door, so I'm there often.
Are
so,
you in
know.
the Connecticut or the Mass?
I am in the Massachusetts.
I see. Well, I went to
The other
university
place that's horrible to be in the United States.
Really? Well, dude, the tri-state is where all the money in America really is, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you know.
So you mean New Jersey?
No, God, that place stinks. I mean,
He said-
literally
he-
smells
he said
foul.
He said the other place, so I figured if it wasn't one, it
Well,
was
no,
New
I
Jersey.
know you're a Canadian, Rick, but never go to New Jersey. It literally smells like shit.
What about the Pine Barrens?
Well, we
It's
can't
raised
go
by the
there
Baron.
because the devil will eat you.
Oh yeah, Jersey Devil. That's
Mm.
right.
You guys, what do you think of
Okay.
mine?
I'm going to put it on the main screen. Jeff, could you take over? I got to go answer the door.
Alrighty. Mister has to go, quote, answer the door, unquote.
Well, that seems
It's code word
Oh,
for coffee.
Yeah, like a microwave door. Reheat the coffee. Boop.
Ding, 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 ding.
He's taking one of those Rhode Island cups. and
Remember,
microwave.
Japan is in the future. All future technology there.
Guess so.
So technologically advanced over there. So they have.
I've actually been watching a bunch of videos on the various.
What do you think of mine piece?
Let's see.
Put that away, son.
Interjection.
It looks pretty good as far as I can tell.
Nice piece, JD.
Thanks, guys.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know.
Get back to life.
I add a little more lighter grays into it to balance it out, I guess.
Well, you know what this means, though, that Chester's gone. And we're supposed to talk about food every time. Remember that? Remember the rule?
Literally, we were
that
supposed to talk about Chester.
No, what we're talking about, because he starts talking about food, and then he goes like, I got to go get something. So now it's time for all of us to talk. What is the food in this story, Jeff?
Well, there's a compressed trapper's cake.
There's what?
Compressed parched corn. Compressed
Ooh,
trapper's
okay.
cake.
They have corn.
I hope
Parched-
that wasn't.
well-
I hope that wasn't Chester being assassinated from what I heard.
I hope the
Really?
story's not that corny.
Uh-oh.
Actually, the
Dad puns from Rick. I'm
Actually-
back.
You know, Rick here, the Punisher.
Good. 10 points to you, Dale. Rod. That was pretty good.
Hey, I've been called the Punisher for I don't know how long.
All right, sir.
It's not original.
Yeah, because I made it up like last year.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I thought it was
Fair enough.
George Lucas
years
did,
ago.
right?
No, I thought George Lucas made that up.
Oh, yeah.
No, he probably claims it.
Oh, that's true.
Here's something interesting for you modern ladies, and get your opinion on it. I live in Japan, which is a highly technologically modern country, right?
Just said that.
Yeah. And every year, each region of throughout Japan, each little less more it's more than a neighborhood, but just kind of consider it like that. They elect they don't elect they transfer the hancho over, and a hancho is responsible for all the paperwork and all the kind of things that go on in that area, right? This year. Right, and it's almost ending, coming up here in April. But this year, my household has been honcho again. So that's what I just collected was a bunch of paperwork for my wife. Now here's the thing. Now any kind of like replacing lights or any kind of maintenance responsibilities in the area, I'll go do that, of course. But all the paperwork and all the meeting and everything that has to be done for the honcho, my wife does all of it. I don't have anything to do with it at all. And I'm like, well, okay, so why don't they just call you honcho? And she says, well, by law, it must be the male of the house. So technically, I am the honcho of this area, even though I don't do anything.
Well, you help with the maintenance, right?
I do change light bulbs and stuff, which, is difficult. But I'm just saying isn't that weird?
That is kind of odd. Is there like a lady version of the name, like Hanchorina?
No.
No.
Matter of fact, if you have a single woman household, they cannot be honcho.
Like that.
Oh, how strange.
That actually sounds awesome, because why would you want extra responsibilities on top of everything else you already do?
Oh wow, you've never been to Japan, dude.
Yes, I have. I've literally been to Japan 3 times.
Oh, there you go. Well, the people in Japan kind of like sit patiently waiting for responsibility, it seems.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. I mean, who cares? It's irrelevant. Right. But I just thought it was a bit odd. I mean, because if I were doing all the work, fine. But I don't do anything. She does it.
Well, it's an Asian culture, right? Of course. What am I saying?
Yeah.
So to me, that's not very unusual.
Well, yes, it's also in a lot of places where if you have a strong male-female pair bonding, you have the man actually has this job, but he's considered to share it with the woman. And so basically they know he's going to do that, but it's a sharing of status. So in the end, they know that you're doing something. She already has that status because you got it. She's sharing that status. It's like it's accepted that she's a part of it. This happened, and for instance, in our church, I'm a pastor's wife. And even though my husband was voted the pastor, they brought me up and I sat with him while he was being ordained. I was brought before the church as a member of the team, even though he's the pastor. I was considered, and my name is not on anything. I'm the pastor's wife. I have to actually be a certain person and do certain things. And they all knew the responsibility that I was taking on. And so even though there's not a name on it, there is a responsibility that goes with it. And it's really hard to describe that. And people expect that because that's who you are. You're presenting yourself as a team. So in reality, so they already know she's going to be there. They know she's going to do this. And it doesn't have to necessarily have a name or a public persona because it's already there.
Yeah, fair enough. But I think you also another aspect here in Asia, a woman is in charge of the house, inside the house. She is the authority. She is the responsibility in the house. Outside the house is the man. It's really that simple, right?
It's a domain.
Yeah. So I think that's part of it too. It doesn't matter. It's completely irrelevant. No one gives a shit. I thought it was odd. It's the American in me, I guess.
You expect it to be named.
Well, I figured the person doing the work would get the title, right? Because it is actual title. I mean, it's an actual title, right? A honcho. And it's laughable to me that I'm the honcho of this area. It doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. So if there's any emergency or anything like that, I am responsible. I don't know if you guys have met me.
Well,
so that makes you the head honcho.
That's right. I am the head honcho.
You would take that responsibility or they would not hand it to you.
Well, I do when they do have meetings, which is like once or twice a year, which is rare. I do go. So
good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Does she go too?
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, yay! Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You're a team. It's considered a team in the eyes of the community.
And she sits in the back of the room quietly.
Ah, there he is.
They know she's telling you what to do. They already know.
waiting to strike.
Right.
She's looking for the back. Something happens. She'll be like, "I saw you. What you did."
Actually, in those meetings, there's no women allowed.
Yeah, that's part of that group there.
Unless they pop out of a cake, right?
Unless they pop out of a cake, sure. Yeah. Actually, I wish Japan had that culture. They don't.
Yeah.
You gotta go kabukicho for that. You never know what's coming out. It might not be female. Just understand that.
They just have sex castles.
Yeah.
Soapland, all right.
Soaplands are such a dumb idea.
Wow,
Welcome
they're
to the
really
realm
hygienic
of
here. That's
Palmolive.
amazing.
For those of you guys don't know, a soapland is I don't know, semi-legal kind of place where you go and a lady will soap you up and wash your body, and along the way somehow orgasm happens by accident.
Well, it's kind of like it goes along with all the other vice loopholes that they have in Japan,
They
like
do.
pachinko. It's like, oh, gambling is totally illegal in Japan, guys.
Totally,
Gambling is totally illegal. But hey, if you take your pachinko balls and there just happens to be a place across the street that will exchange it for money,
Right.
you can make money off of pachinko, but gambling is totally illegal.
Yes, that's Japan. But I mean, that thinking
Hey, I
falls
played
in a-
Yakuza.
Yeah,
I played Yakuza. I know all about it.
A lot of that stuff's actually run by Korean Yakuza, actually.
Do they use Head and Shoulders?
But an interesting little touch to that same thinking is if you go to a clinic for a checkup, or you got a doctor look at you and get whatever you need, whatever the clinic may be, whether it be odontology or ophthalmology, whatever. They will have a completely separate building for you to go buy your pharmaceuticals. You can't buy it from the doctor because drugs are so controlled here, but at the same time they're not, right?
Yeah, it's called a pharmacy.
Well, no, if you go in America, if you go to your doctor, depending on the doctor, the system you have set up, you might well walk out with them giving you your medicine right there, just the whole thing happening in one place.
Yeah,
it's not allowed here.
That's never
doesn't happen
happened.
anymore.
That's never been a thing for me.
Yeah,
it's-
we've always
In Australia,
had
we have pharmacies. You have to take prescription to another store, like a store, like a chemist.
I mean, a doctor will give you free samples, but that's about it. That's only.
actually write the out. Yeah.
And they can't. The other thing is I don't think they can give away free samples of narcotics. You have to you have to go get a script for that.
Yeah.
Just
Like, if
depression
somebody
meds.
gives-
They give depression meds like candy.
Wow.
Dillard, it's pecan pie, sir. Get it right. John and his misinformation.
I didn't even see that.
But I don't know, Japan. But the thing is, there are some weird things like that over here from my point of view. But everything works so smoothly, it doesn't really matter. So whatever. But my honcho-ness is about to go expire here in a few weeks.
Oh no!
So who's going to be honchoing?
It will be de-honchoed.
I will be de-honchoed.
I think they have medication for that now.
I do like the idea that they move it from house to house, so everyone shares in responsibility. I like that.
That is pretty cool.
It is. And, we have stuff like where you have the communities always going out and cleaning up and planting flowers and doing all that kind of stuff. The community is involved all the time. Whereas when I lived in the States, there was somebody paid to do those things, right? It wasn't the community. Wasn't
Not out here. Not out here. It don't. If it's not done by a volunteer, it's not done in a lot of the parts of the country, especially in rural areas. And that's actually the difference between urban and rural. And you're in are you in a more rural area in Japan?
I am.
Where and so that's the difference. It actually is more urban separated from rural, because out here everything's done by volunteers.
I see. Well, no, volunteerism in Japan is mandated.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that the word.
If you know how to do something, never do it for free.
Voluntold.
Yeah, voluntold is exactly right. No, each household is required to send one person to each action. You must have one person in your household go at least. Usually, everyone shows up, but this is law.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just do it. We don't.
Yeah,
we burn it to death.
I don't think the Japanese look at it like that either. But it is mandated.
Wow. Cool. It is nice to have that pool of volunteers, though, where they would just show up and hey, here you are.
You know, it's interesting. When I was young, Rosa, speaking of being a pastor's wife, I dated a pastor's daughter.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you have to be nice about it.
Yes, but she was a little bit wild.
That seems like a common
I'm
trait.
so surprised.
Esther.
Was her name Ariel?
Meeting stereotype.
Her name was Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Jennifer. And Jennifer, when we go to movies, of course, it's a standard thing to do. And she couldn't keep her hands to herself, Jeff.
I'm trying to watch the movie. Will you go away?
God, all you do is objectify me.
Yeah. She liked to hang around at the train tracks.
Alone.
So how was the movie?
Doesn't let me watch Buster
I don't
Keaton.
remember, but
Buster Keaton.
Oh wow, that was harsh.
Movie? What movie?
Well, no, I this is probably going to sound weird to some of you, but I've dated a couple of nymphos in my life, and it's actually oppressive.
Okay, whatever you say. Stop oppressing me.
It is.
I liked that you almost slipped and said a cup of, as if we were going back to the Rhode Island American cups.
Did I?
Are those the American cups you're talking about?
Maybe. Or A cups.
Hey now.
Well, I remember Jennifer had A cups.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
You actually memorized that.
I have a weird memory, Jeff. I tend to remember everything. It's kind of annoying.
I tend to remember women's boob sizes.
I do, dude. I remember the
Dear
weirdest shit.
journal, Jennifer, how thank you.
I never kept a journal, actually. But yeah, no, Jeff, I have a weird memory. I remember the oddest shit. It never goes away. It just stays there.
It's all freaking Rain Man on his diary. Jennifer, 5'2". 12-inch weight.
Right. Actually, she was short. She was about 5 foot flat.
Likes to count cards.
Sandy blonde hair.
She's counting cards.
Past her shoulder length.
5 foot
dark
flat.
blue eyes.
I have a mountain in a
attractive. A little bit skinny.
Wow, you could say she had quite the impression on you.
She had she liked the color yellow.
Is she the one that got away?
No, the one the one that got away was Isolde, and she was fine, dude. Yeah, I know it's an
You
Irish
made that
name.
up.
No, I didn't.
That sounds like a D&D name. Are you sure that was a real person?
It's an Irish name. But you never heard of the story of Tristan and Isolde? Really?
Yeah, Isolde. Yep.
Nobody has.
I have. But I'm into that sort of thing.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, everyone would just call her Isolde anyway. But no, it's an actual Irish name, dude. She was absolutely stunning, dude. Red hair, and I mean red hair, not that fake strawberry blonde. Red hair, and her skin was perfectly porcelain. Not a dot on her, dude. She was beautiful. She was also out
Brace
of
yourself,
frickin' mind.
Chester. Here I come.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, Chester. What do you
Well,
think? I'm like, I don't know.
What the big fucking man you are?
You know, her grandmother was actually from the old
My
land.
commander. You don't drink nearly as much as my pa.
No, that's true. I can't keep up. Let me see
You're better
here.
than a cooked potato there, Chester.
I think what I like about you most is you're racist and you're proud of it.
Oh, God, there it is.
That's like my grandpa.
Oh, goodness. I do like that Alan is decided to draw an Indian Dracula. That's awesome.
It's not an Indian Dracula.
It looks like an Indian Dracula.
Gunter Rashid.
That's the acolyte. Later on in the well, I don't even know what to call them, but that's the acolyte that they come across later on in the book.
Well, we are in Kiev, so it kind of looks appropriate.
Kiev.
He's got a bit of the Cossack going.
Other one.
George Lucas says Kiev.
Kiev.
Yeah. Kiev.
Chicken
No,
Kiev
they
is
changed the name
delicious.
of it this week. It's Kiev now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I invented the
It's
word.
no longer Ukrainian people. It is uranium people.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought, yeah, uranium. Uranium.
Uranians.
Hopefully they won't be uraniated.
I love that glow.
That would be unfortunate. Let's see how Andrew is doing. Oh, she's sad. She's sad. Have you figured out the genitalia yet, sir?
Yeah, I think she's wearing pants. See, we got pants and a dress.
Oh, okay. It was sexier before, but all right, fine.
I don't know. Mystery is pretty sexy.
It can be. It can be, unless it's actually you're dating a Sasquatch like Alan.
So is the renovation of the tomb more Lord of the Rings or Hawk the Slayer?
Ooh.
Once you part the hair, it's not as bad.
What was that? The renovation of the tomb?
Yes. Is it more like Lord of the Ringsy or Hawk the Slayer?
I think it's more Hawk the Slayer.
Kind of more
Sweet.
Hawk the Slayer, but
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
overall, this is just
all
one
things
book in a
should
huge number. There's a huge bunch of books that I'm going to eventually be putting out. They cover different characters in the same world.
See, if you said it was Black Cauldron-y, I would have bought it.
Oh, that's crap.
The Horn
Yeah.
King is badass book. Screw you.
Or it's no Hawk the Slayer.
Fair enough. This looks really good, Andrew, though.
Thank you. Getting there.
It is coming along. Amron's doing a dude. Looks really good, man. I'm assuming this is our protagonist that he is drawing here, Jeff?
Yes.
Protagonist.
Actually, I had Gary Shipman do some artwork that I've made into bookmarks.
Oh, nice, dude.
So,
Gary's badass, man.
Hal Cedric's flaming sword, and I'm going to be using that as my
it's awesome.
my social media banners, and like I just ordered the bookmarks yesterday.
Oh, I see.
Did you really?
Yep.
Where'd you get your bookmarks from?
I did Go Print or Got Print or something like that.
Because there's like a festival coming up over here, and I need something like that. Something that's like a little freebie thing. Not a freebie, but how much are you charging for them? Are they freebies?
Yeah,
I'm
gonna be promo, but I've yet to have anything to pass them out to. I can't give them away with books because that's all done through Amazon.
Oh no, it's so hard.
Yeah. Hey guys, I gotta get off.
Okay, JD, you don't have to tell us that.
Everything comes out okay,
I just
JD.
wanted to make sure,
All right, well, thank you very much, JD.
Later, JD.
Night is ruined.
Put your art up on Discord, JD, please.
I will.
Stream's over.
Love you.
And off he goes.
Shut it down, guys.
All right.
How much chicken grease does he use?
It sounds like you have a friend in the chat. Marsupial Gamer says pants make me sad too. Okay.
It's bad pants.
Yeah. There's actually a YouTuber I watch from time to time. I can only take small doses of him, but his name's Stevie T, and he's
Oh yeah,
he's quite an amazing
Steve
guitar
Tuberry.
player. Yeah. He's quite an amazing guitar player, but yeah, he does his streams pantsless all the time.
Yeah, just make sure you don't pants anybody.
Oh my God, Rick. Oh, Rick, that's a lawsuit incoming, brother.
What?
That was pretty bad, dude. That was pretty bad.
I didn't get. Unfortunately, I tried to say it a few seconds earlier, but you interrupted, so I didn't want to interrupt you.
I apologize.
Well, I'm muted most of the time because I'm showing my artwork on my stream as well. Because normally I'm doing a stream at this time, doing up one of my characters. So I figured I'd do both at the same time.
Well, I'm glad you came and joined us, dude. You know, you're always welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah. But I figured I'd support my friend Jeff by being here.
Well, there you
Because
go.
Jeff is so loved.
Thank you.
People are here because of Jeff.
And it does give me an opportunity to say I've launched my pre-launch for the Canadian Shield 2 campaign, which will be going on in June. June 24th is when I'm going to launch it. With hopefully getting everything to people for January of next year.
That sounds good, dude. Is John working with you on that?
Yeah, he's working on my second book that's going to be in the campaign, Snowdrift. There's 2 books that's going to be available, Canadian Shield 2 and Snowdrift #1.
That's cool, dude. And of course, he's got his parody version, The Buckler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's working on book 2 for that now.
Nice.
And G-Buckler as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. And yeah, he's getting the books, I think, tomorrow. Supposed to be getting the books tomorrow. So he should be shipping them out, starting to ship them out within the next week, as long as these ones come in good, unlike the last shipment.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a busy week for everybody. Gary's stuff is shipping out this week, too.
His Titan mouse?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on this week.
Yeah, we don't see Gary much over here, but then again, we are a little bit rough for Gary. But I absolutely love the man. He's an amazing artist, and hopefully he'll make all the money in the world.
Yeah.
And thanks for doing that, Jeff. You can put a link to yours in there, too, if you want.
What was that, Cross?
Jeff put a link to the Canadian Shield 2 sign up in my chat, so just letting them know
I did the
put a
wrong
link to his book.
I do like your boot reference here, Rick. It's nice.
Thank you.
Yes, they're not very practical, but they're cool looking.
Yeah, that's what I figured. You know, she's got to have something in all these things. You know, so she's wearing a dress. She's got to have somewhere to store. Whatever, right?
That's true. Yeah. That's the Rob Liefeld logic. Yes. Now, I know that the whole time Honey has been here, very quiet, but of course we can't see what Honey is doing. Where did Amy go? Oh, there she is. She's just being quiet.
She had to go refresh her cuteness.
Yeah, fair enough. There was a cute refreshment period. I get it. All right. So Amy and Honey just refuse to show us their art. They don't love us at all. So yeah.
I can try again.
That is what she said. I heard it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try again.
Oh, I got it. I got maybe. Oh, there it is. I got Amy finally. Yay!
Finally.
We have a damn ginger hugging a horse, of course.
Just remember, a horse is a horse, of course, unless it's Mr. Ed.
Oh my God.
That's a really good horse. Look at his little face.
It is a good horse. But I don't understand the ginger, though. Why do we have to have the ginger?
Shut up.
The hero of the story has curly blonde hair, so that's his horse.
He's a blonde-headed dude.
Okay, fine.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
So
but
this little black guy.
yeah, but curly blondes are not real blondes.
They are too.
No.
Russia.
No,
Don't you dare speak about William Cat that way.
those are fake blondes.
They're not. I might have met them. They have like curly blonde hair.
It looks really good, Amy.
Not just the
Thank
hero,
you.
the greatest
Yeah.
American hero.
Yeah, but I do
Sorry,
have
it's
yeah.
vertical. I wasn't broadcasting, so I thought, well, I kind of wanted to do a vertical image, maybe instead of turning it around.
Well, that's fine. I'm just kind of curious as to why he is so sad.
I think they're just trying to sort of figure out what's going on. There's usually shenanigans of some kind, so it's just sort of a non-plus reaction, like, huh? And the horse is like, huh?
Well,
Okay.
it kind of
What
looks
do we
like they
do about
just hit
this?
someone disemboweled.
Oh, I figure it looks like they're.
That's quite a leap there, Chester.
I would say it doesn't look like it's particularly violent or shocked.
It
I
has,
think
so-
it has disembowelment in its eyes.
It does. So Amy is a horror artist. That's good.
That makes sense.
I
It
have to
does.
try and draw things that are less scary. I'll try to make it more cute. Hold on.
Okay, you should cutify it. Please do so.
Okay.
Sounds like a few
I'll
ways.
work on that.
He's a winner of the cutification.
Yes. With
Cutification.
that voice, Amy, you can just simply breathe upon it.
That's right.
There, cuter.
All right. Well, I'm gonna switch over to see if I can get Honey, and I know I'm gonna lose Amy, but at least we can see it. So here we go. Can we get Honey? Can we get Honey? We can. There's Honey. We finally got Honey.
Seriously? Oh,
Finally.
right.
And there's another sad one looking at disembowelment. Honey,
Where are you getting that?
what are you doing?
Listen, do you want to put your headphones in? We're kind of sitting across from each other, so we have the audio going through headsets. So
I said I want honey.
Now,
I'm working
who's
on
sitting
it.
across
I'll wave
from
her
each
down.
other? Amy and Honey or Amy and Gabby?
Amy and
Amy and Honey.
Sister.
Amy and Honey. Okay, Amy and
Mm-hmm.
Honey. Well, Honey was very disappointed in my words and just kicked me out. All right, let me try it again, Honey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yes, I can't. You're speaking through Amy's mic. Oh, okay, I get you.
Yeah.
Now, you're sisters. You're not twins, obviously.
That's right.
So, who's the younger and who's the older?
This is Honey. I'm the older sister.
Okay.
So Amy kind of sort of became acting big sister pretty early on. It's like she does all the taxes and all that stuff. She just sort of
You trained her. You trained her. That's what
There you
happened.
go. You trained her well.
You took on all the hard jobs.
Well, that's
There
good.
you go.
That is
And
good.
that allows you to do
She's the
stuff like
honcho.
make a snack and things.
Well, I've just asked the question because I'm curious because Honey sounds like an adult woman.
Wow.
thank you.
Wow. Holy cow,
Throw
Chester.
people under the bus like that.
Holy crap.
I'm a little bigger than her. So I just have a slightly larger lung capacity, which gives me a deeper voice.
I see. So you're 5 foot flat and she's 4'2". I get it.
Something around there.
It's smaller.
You sound like the mature one.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, Jeff. I'm trying to teach you how to chat.
Yeah, thanks. I'd rather go back to being reclusive.
Oh,
Well,
ooh,
you could always
judgmental.
ask
Judgmental.
about the weather, or is there a particular artistic medium you like to work in, or if there are any good movies.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is what I'm supposed to be asking.
Yeah.
Okay, Amy.
You can.
So I'll ask you. What are your favorite type of horror movies?
My favorite type of horror movies. I
What
haven't
is he
seen
trying to
any,
do, honey? Take you on a date?
so-
Shut up.
There's this animator, Worthy Kids.
Ooh.
He does little animated shorts, and he did an animated short. He likes he likes all kinds of movies, but he did this one with a bunch of horror movie characters. And for some reason, they were going on a road trip, and they were stopping at a convenience store and picking up snacks and everything. And it was not scary at all, but it was really cute. And he does
Sounds like it's happening
stories
in the
like
woods.
vampires.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie.
Vampire.
Oh, that might be what it is then. I wouldn't necessarily get the reference, but it was a cute animation.
Worthy Kids is an amazing animator.
Isn't it great? I love his work.
Okay, honey, what's your favorite type of horror movies?
Oh goodness. Let's see.
Sleeping Beauty.
Oh,
wow.
There's Prada.
Cinderella? That face she gets?
No. Meet the Fockers.
Oh, she's terrifying. It's a little funny, but I really like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Alrighty. That tells me a lot. Thank you.
What you're saying is psychological horror.
Yes, I get it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, ladies.
Step away for a minute.
Oh, God.
I'll be right back.
I went and did it then. All right. But of course, it is neat to have you guys both in here, and the fact that you guys are sitting right across from each other is kind of cool. What part of the world are you ladies in?
We're in Florida.
Florida.
Yay!
And now it's hard for me to understand because I'm outside the country, but it seems like Florida has become the cool state, and I'm not sure how that happened.
Yeah, we've got a really great governor. Lord certainly blessed us with that.
You think you're going to lose him in a couple of years?
I don't anticipate it.
Well, meaning that I've heard lots of rumors of DeSantis running for president.
Well, if he can do for the country what he's done for Florida, that would be great. But I hope we get to keep him a bit longer until all of this is kind of wrapped up. All this nonsense.
Yeah, no, to be fair, the states need defenders. That's fair.
Yeah. But, he's kind of setting a standard maybe for other governors to go, hey, wait a minute. That's right. We can take care of our states and not be bullied around by other people.
Okay.
So
I heard Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona has passed legislation to fund its own wall.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. So now, ladies, how do you juxtapose that with the Florida man phenomena?
Florida man. Did you hear the one where he robbed Wendy's with an alligator?
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
Well, you see, Chester, in Florida, there's a lot of meth.
Yep.
I think where is it? The joke, all the nuts roll downhill to Florida.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But
that's partly why. Like when they take people off the street in other states, they just drop them in warm states.
Yeah,
they do.
Some of us.
That's why he gets a lot of crazy homeless people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of us swim up to Florida.
Florida man is only rivaled by Australia man.
Oh,
those are some good stories. I did see this one where there was this guy, and it was like, so there was an alligator in the yard, and he had like a green like trash bin. Did you see that one where he's like, and trying to get the trash can, and the alligator is backing off and hissing at it, and eventually the lid kind of flops down and hits the alligator, and it finally strikes at the garbage can. The guy's like, and he manages to wrestle the garbage can back up and close it. Like, yay, you've got an alligator in a garbage can now. That's not going to result in any questions later.
Now what?
Now what? Yeah, you've got an alligator in a garbage can. Well,
Once in a while, Florida man uses his powers for good.
I'm back.
Yeah. Well, Florida seems to be taking a lot of tags because it's also the octogenarian state. So, and that used to be held. Well, that used to be held by the Arizona, the aforementioned Arizona.
Yeah. Really? Did they all move here?
Well, they go out to New Mexico and Arizona for their lungs.
Yeah, that was to make it easier to breathe.
And the heat. But it's a dry heat.
warm.
Yeah, that was like the 50s, right? Where they would tell families to move when their kids had allergies. I'm like, just move to Arizona.
Yeah, actually, it was about tuberculosis. Tuberculosis would happen in moist.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Wow.
Doc Holliday ended up there.
Mm-hmm.
Because he thought climate would help.
Yeah.
Well, I did go to Arizona one time, and we were doing a SEA event, and the one thing it's probably the best night sky I've ever seen in my life because it was nowhere near a city.
Yeah.
It was just this gigantic, open, starry night. It was the most beautiful thing.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
That's the desert sky.
Yeah.
Desert sky where you have low humidity.
When I was younger,
Low humidity.
Yeah.
When I was
it makes
younger,
it
when I was younger, I used to go backpacking with my dad, and we go up to Isle Royale, which is way up, and it's kind of like that little island. It kind of looks like an eye in the upper part of Lake Superior.
Oh yeah.
And when you've been up there and you're completely away from civilization altogether, you can't believe how freaking dark it is.
Yeah.
And you can't see your hand in front of your face. And you could see the northern lights, but I mean, you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. Just the amount of stars that were overhead.
No, I love stuff like that. We actually kept our I didn't put out a security light on my land. Everybody else had one. I turned mine off. I can go back to the back in the acreage, and I can sit and look at the night sky and not see a single light anywhere, except for what comes from God.
Aw, that's nice. Now, how come no one gives Rosa a hard time for acreage? How come I'm the only one who gets a hard time for acreage, huh?
Because Rosa has acreage. She doesn't brag about it.
Yeah, and you're funny. You're funny to pick on.
That's true.
That's true.
Do you keep fainting goats on your acreage?
Yes, I do.
Do not open that bag.
No, they're so adorable. They're so cute and sweet. And we have baby fainting goats, and they're just so they jump and then they fall over because they get excited.
Goats
And
will kill you when you're not looking.
Oh, they can be good. Well, they can be wild, but my goats are sweet to me.
Aww.
One ate my exercise bike. True story.
When they trigger,
You know that deer can get the fainting goat disease thing too. No.
Yeah.
There's a video of a deer fainting. It's hilarious because it goes up and like does a backflip.
Oh no!
Poor deer.
Yeah. And well, actually, because they're a rare breed, because they don't jump the fences, like we talked about that the last time. They don't jump the fences, and so they don't really get out. And at the same time, they're like really strong, and they have their babies really well, and they're a little bit more mild. You know, they're mild mannered, and so they've been a great goat to have out on their land. And so we have them, and we have a longhorn cow because we're in Texas. We need that really bad. I love my longhorn cow.
By law.
By law, that's true. That's true.
Where's your longhorn cow?
Jeff,
Longhorn
I'm going to
cow
go grab
inspection.
myself some coffee, so you're in charge, dude.
Already.
You already had coffee.
No, he had a door. He had a quote door to open unquote.
The door, like the microwave door, like we talked about.
Yes.
Yep.
Big.
More coffee.
Actually, he's probably conferring with George Lucas right now.
Yeah,
could be.
Where did George Lucas go? Where is George Lucas? Gotta be around here
Who
somewhere.
knows? He's probably trying to outlaw TVs or something.
Geez, really? Okay. Jeff, did you copyright all your stuff?
Yes.
You did. You went ahead and copyright. I have waited until I got my verse done because clearly you are a better man than me. Because I waited, and my publicist is like, "Let's wait until we get all of our," because we had to go back and like reformat half of it. I'm like, wait till you get it all done. And every time I go up to Amazon, it reverts back to its former self or something. Making the formatting so hard. Oh, it's so horrible. So yeah, so she was like,
Of course it does.
Well, it's copyrighted, but it's not like copyrighted where you go through the office.
You're registered.
Yeah.
So
what's the difference, Jeff? What is the difference?
Well, the difference is that if there's some sort of dispute that comes up, anything that you do, or excuse me, the only record that the courts will recognize will be anything done through official channels, and that is one of them being the Library of Congress. The notion that you can mail it to yourself, you can take your manuscript and mail it to yourself.
Yeah, that one doesn't work.
Yeah, that doesn't hold up in court.
Yeah.
So you have to go in and get it caught. Yeah, you really do
That's
have
how
to
they
get
proved Santa Claus was real in Miracle on 34th Street.
It's not quite the same. So
Now you can have a
Different
copyright
rules
where
for
you actually
Santa,
have
huh?
your name and stuff like that.
Books aren't
Yep.
Santa.
So yeah, I have to put it under my name, and so long as you're registered, and so long as they have the so long as you've provided everything, and it's in the process of being registered, you can then officially go out and start publishing. I waited a few weeks before I did that because I was paranoid.
Yeah.
But it's so long as you're in the process, that's recognized by the courts.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm in process. I'm just not. Every time I try to download.
Right?
What was that again?
It's retroactive whenever you file.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So does that mean the government knows your name really isn't Herman?
Yes. You have to register. You have to register under your legal name. But
so I can't do Paul Escobar. I got to change it to something else.
No, no. You have to use your real name. You can get in a lot of trouble.
Well, no, I can't use my real name. That's the problem.
Why?
Alrighty then. Well,
it's Paul Escobar.
There's lots of stuff we don't know about Elrod.
There's still that old matter of the hippos I let loose when they sent me to the slammer.
You know, those hippos have multiplied.
Yeah. They're taking over, apparently.
Yeah.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, is famed crime lord Pablo Escobar had hippos imported.
Really?
He's like, I want pet hippos. And he
like
went
Shredder.
Yeah, so when he went to prison, the hippos were just kind of let go because they're like, you know what? Animals will get them, something will happen. But yeah, they seem to thrive in that environment, and they're doing very well and multiplying.
Yeah, they're hippos are very aggressive.
Yeah. They can't you
It's
do.
not so much the aggressiveness as it is people think they're passive.
Yeah. How did I just walk into a multiplying George Lucas conversation? What?
So the reason they kill so many people is people think that they're harmless and get way too close to them.
They're very territorial.
They're murderous. Stay away from the
They
hippos.
are extremely territorial.
Yeah, I think in Africa, I think there are more deaths by hippo than there are by crocodile.
You are correct,
Yeah.
sir.
Which is a hilarious and it's a very scary and hilarious stat at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, it's because people think they're harmless because they look cute. They're cartoony looking. So like, oh, it's just a
Super
hippo.
cartoony.
Yeah.
Well, in
But
Japan,
it's like,
the main
there's
cause.
also like 3 tons of anger.
That's true.
Sure.
But in Japan,
They're a human hole punch.
The main
Everybody just thinks of it. All right, Chester.
No, it's okay. I was going to make a joke, but you ruined it.
I was going to
Go ahead, Chester. Make
You
your
said
joke.
so,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
you're going to tell us what they were killed by in Japan, right?
Yes, the reaching 100.
Cats. House cats.
I was going to say everybody thinks of their childhood game, Hungry Hungry Hippos, when they go near them.
Yep, that's exactly why they're so
Muckles.
dangerous. Well, you know what the number 1 killer in the world is in the animal kingdom, right?
Donkeys.
Mosquitoes.
Dogs.
Mosquitoes?
Dogs.
Oh.
I was going to say mosquito as well.
It's the common dog because same reason. Like, oh, it's a cute puppy until they bite your face off.
Yeah, it's still a wild animal.
He's
Mhm.
the African tsetse fly.
I'm pretty sure you're going to have to tell my dog that because he's not aware. He thinks he's human.
Well,
There you
and
go.
so
He's just
so
waiting
my
for you to die so he can eat your face.
so my uncle is a veterinarian.
Mhm.
So we always get the never put your face to the dog's face. You know, like always protect your face. We've actually had multiple stories of both doctor and vet of, hey, my dog bit this guy on the face and now he doesn't have any lips or something like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Not good.
They go straight for the soft tissues. They're smart.
Yeah.
They're smart killers.
Yeah, they know where the
I
spot is
have
that
a
kills
word with
things.
My dog.
Mm-hmm.
My dog goes for my face too, and he thinks it's funny. And I'm like, that's not funny. That's my nose.
Yeah.
Got your
He's like,
nose.
hey,
Ha
I
ha,
want
we're
to go
playing. Ha ha
outside.
ha ha ha.
You know, even her horrific disfigurement is cute.
What?
It's not really. That's not fair.
What'd you do to her?
I don't know. I started something. This looks pretty good, Rick. It's not bad, man. Let's see here. Who have I not
This
caught
might
up
take
with
a while.
recently?
Jeff,
Yes. What?
what color is the hero's horse?
Silvery white.
Okay, that makes sense.
Not just white, silvery white.
Silvery white.
It would have been
you
a
did-
cooler answer would be of a different color, Jeff.
They're
and
actually
thanks,
It's
thanks
of
for
a
the,
different color.
and thanks
He's
for
brindle.
the compliment, Chester.
You're
I'm really
welcome.
starting to get good with the digital.
No, it's cool. It shows, dude. It shows.
The only thing that's really bad is my hands there.
No, it's a definite improvement. I wasn't playing around. I'm serious.
yeah, I know. And Jeff, I take she's supposed to be Caucasian.
Yes. Pale. Tolkien elves. Well, before Rings of Power.
Oh well, yeah, sure. Or the new Vikings Valhalla.
Yes. Because we all know that there were Black Vikings.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was
Black
wild.
Viking
Right?
Kings. Actually,
I saw
Freaking
that.
Anne,
was Viking.
Anne Boleyn.
yeah, I know.
Viking.
Nigerian heritage.
Achilles. Yeah, they-
Actually,
It's the secret
actually
history of
related to
the
Amblin.
world.
Well, I don't
They had
understand.
it.
I understand why they just don't tell their own stories. I mean, there's so many great stories from Africa and India and Southeast Asia that we don't see anything from, right?
No.
And we've seen some stuff from South America. We've seen some East Asian stuff. European stuff abounds, of course, but even Native American stuff we've seen. But we haven't seen.
That's a very simple. There's a very simple answer, Chester.
Why?
Member berries. Because the
Oh, that's
American
true.
audience are idiots,
Fair enough.
and they will only watch spoon-fed things that they have already seen.
That they're comfortable
And
with.
that's-
It's all a comfort thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
is
the
that
trend we're in right
true,
now.
or is that just the racism of Hollywood?
It's the racism of Hollywood.
No, that's the
Racist
stupidity of the buyer.
Are you sure?
no,
Because I'm a buyer, and I don't think that way.
I'm a buyer, and I love all the different folklores all over the world. And you used to be, when people would tell these stories, they would tell them. And in fact, out of the American South, the Brer Rabbit stories are actually African mythos and mythologies.
Yep.
And when you read them from their original version, not the Disneyfied version, but actually read the actual narratives that were taken from people who were alive at that time, you'll get these amazing stories. And they are very deep. They're a lot like Aesop's Fables. But there's always a trickster. The rabbit's the trickster, and he's a great character. And I think that people have abandoned it because they think it's racist, and it's not. You're telling a story from a culture, and when done with the proper feeling, you're telling the story of an entire people, and they should do it. This should happen. Yeah, I agree.
Of course, but you have to understand these so-called progressives are radically racist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they really are.
They are.
Yeah, of course they are. I mean, that's why they made a movie like Black Panther. Good. Dude, that's the most racist movie there's been since like the 30s.
Really? Do tell.
There's nothing in that movie that's not a horrible racist stereotype.
I'm
I
waiting.
have never seen it.
No, just watch it. It's just all 1930s racism, right down to like.
They just needed
What is the soundtrack? Oh, it's hip hop because black people They like the hip hop, so we're gonna have the black guys listen to hip hop. And they live in thatch huts, even though they have Star Trek technology. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like black
inside
modern black.
Wakanda looked like a inside Wakanda looked like a 1990s Salt and Pepper video.
Uh-oh. Salt and pepper. I haven't thought about that in a long time. How dare you bring it back?
Should push it real good.
Yeah, my God, dude. One thing though that's really regrettable. We keep getting a lot of these half-assed singing groups, and we haven't had anything even close to the In Vogue in a long time. They tried to take that. What was that Beyonce girl? What was that group she was in before she went?
Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child.
They at the time they tried to replace In Vogue immediately with Destiny's Child, but dude, there's no comparison at all.
It's a good 10 years between those two groups.
Well, In Vogue was also very stylish.
Those girls could absolutely chirp, dude.
Oh, yes, yeah, they could. And then the
freed their
Destiny's
mind.
Child was
And the rest
Destiny's
followed.
Child was just a meat market.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I mean, it looks like Beyonce's turned into a pretty good entertainer, but she's not the greatest singer, dude.
Probably not.
I just don't understand any of it. I don't listen. That's so far out of my genre.
Well, I try to appreciate all music if I can,
But when it's so produced and like
it is
just
overproduced,
like bought by the corporations, it's just like, okay, I'm listening to corporate music. Like they don't even play instruments anymore.
Right.
Well, like it's like 20 of the top 20 hits in the last 10 years have been written by the same firm. And it's a firm, that's how they write songs. It's created by a corporation like in Sweden, I think.
Oh yeah, that
That
would
just
surprise
take
me.
like algorithms and create songs, and like pretty much the entire top 10 have just been dominated by these generated songs.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Nothing but recycled
one
Abbott
company.
tunes.
Well, actually, what I have noticed in that regard is, because I did a lot of studio work when I was younger, so I kind of know how they put. I mean, I'm not an actual music producer, but I know just being in the environment, I know how they do it, right? And what I've seen them doing today, like on almost every album that is so-called pop, what they'll do is they'll have them sit in and sing the chorus, for instance. They'll sing the chorus and they'll get it to where, okay, we want this. And they'll throw their auto tune in and they'll compress it and do all that kind of stuff. And then what they'll do is they'll just kind of cut and paste that chorus wherever they want it in the line, in the digital line. They don't actually sing the whole damn song. When you listen to the album, they're not singing from beginning to end.
They don't even know how to. They don't know how to do a song in one take. They have no idea what they're singing most of the time.
Well, because a lot of them can't even pitch sing anymore. Like it's
because and that's also, let's be honest about something. Most of this actually, there is real talent out there. If you go out and you look at the indie artists, those things, those are real. Look at the number of hits on some of these. But then we talk about what's on pop music. Ask yourself, does anybody actually even listen to that? Does anybody even care? This is all auto-generated celebrity. It's the same way they make the songs, they make the hits happen. The same way that they make the songs, they create.
Hey, rebellious.
There's nothing there.
No.
It's all generated. The same way that organic song came around, the audience is just as real as the song. It's not in there. So, and as a person that has musicians in my family, my music may sound like hot garbage, but I got news for you. I'm playing it live, I'm playing it on the piano, and I go all the way through on the take, and I do it in one take. And I've done that in the studio. I've done it before, and it's like, if they're going to go out there and they're going to make this stuff, that's great, but don't pretend like you've got a real audience. Go out there on YouTube and find those indie artists that are actually playing, actually doing the music. They're there. They have audiences. You're just not being noticed by the industry because industry is a self-sustaining monster that cannibalizes itself.
It's a money-making system, yeah. But I mean, it is very true. because if they all sound the same, it's all auto tune. It's not real. The last really
all done
good
by the
pop
same
song.
person.
Well, that's true. But the last really good, I mean, solid pop song I heard was Seal's "Kissed by a Rose."
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Chester, you talking about Batman again? You and your
Dude,
Val.
I'm just telling you, that was an excellent song musically.
Is that your karaoke go-to?
I'm just telling you.
You didn't answer that question.
You don't have to.
Is.
You don't have to like it.
I didn't say I didn't. I just said, is that your karaoke go-to?
My karaoke go-to is, of course, Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, obviously.
Oh yeah.
No
I thought it was
and
Mirror
Grease.
State of Mine.
Grease Lightning. That one's important.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Grease
And
Lightning.
Leonard Skinner, Alabama.
Love Stack.
Got to have that.
Sweet home Alabama.
Yep.
Be Nickelback in that list?
I swear to God, what is wrong with you, dude? Nickelback is the most hated band in the history of music. The thing is, they're laughing all the way to the bank, though. They are.
No. Creed. Creed is the most hated band.
I would, but see, the thing is,
no, I'd argue that Nickelback is still over Creed.
Yeah. Nickelback's pretty bad, dude. They're
But
just
they
lame.
sell out concerts all the time.
But Nickelback did that Spider-Man song.
That's how
The one that
Seal
came
landed
out.
Heidi Klum. I don't know, but he landed her for damn sure. He popped out 3 kids with her. I think it's 3. Yeah, they had 3, didn't they?
See, that's all you need to do, Chester, is walk out in the middle of a rainstorm, take off your shirt, head towards the sky, and kind of twirl around.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Let's see here. Trying to catch everyone's art. Back over here to Gabby. It's getting real watercolory over here, Gabby.
Yeah, messy, but it's what it is.
It looks like is he cannibal? Is he a cannibal? Is he going to eat someone? He looks like he's going to eat someone.
Church are cannibals.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, she captured that perfect.
Thank you.
Eric is
It's
having
my
ear
current
trouble.
mood.
Shut up. Don't want to hear about it.
I think you do better just taking it off, dude.
Shut up.
I'm trying to help you.
Shut up, Chester.
Hey, where's the Master of Chins?
Stupid Chester.
Tonight.
He had family stuff or something tonight. I didn't actually.
Yeah,
see what
he
was
had
gonna do.
family.
It's sad that people know who I'm talking about when I say that.
Gigi Ping, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
President of China, right?
That's Winnie the Pooh.
Xi Jinping. Oh, you said the Master of Chins.
Aha!
Yeah. One-Doomed Rabbit.
I got it.
Ah!
Yeah.
I would have laughed harder if you said the Master of Hans. See, that's too deep for you guys. It's all right. I'll back
George
it up.
Lucas.
I'm completely lost on all of this, but whatever.
George Lucas is all
Terribly
I don't know
boomery
if that's
racist.
a chin or a neck. Nobody really knows.
Master will tell Rabbit he can't draw chins.
No, that's not true. I one time suggested a correction on a chin, which he made, and improved the piece.
No.
I stand corrected, sir.
I think he would have. It was fine. The guy had a beard, so there wasn't even a chin to be correct.
No. Rabbit
think
is
George
too
Lucas.
good not to be perfect. It's not allowed.
Well, that's the reason why I didn't come in because you made a suggestion.
No, I think he's probably really busy.
You just
He
knew
had
that there
stuff
was
going
going to
on
be chins
tonight.
tonight. Oh no.
Yeah, he couldn't be on yesterday.
Although Thundero did piss him off, though.
What? When?
Did he?
Well, he was. We had a stream. We were talking about comic books and stuff, and he was very, very, very drunk. I mean, like
He was.
He
extra
was
rabbit
4
drunk.
seats to the far wind.
And he was off topic, just talking about whatever, and just constantly interrupting. And I guess because he said he was going to go, he'd be back, and I didn't hear from him again. But I guess Thundero muted him when he was gone, and he got mad about it. But I don't. He was so drunk. I don't even know if you remember.
He was pretty drunk. I was listening to most of that show.
He was bad drunk, yeah. But I mean, because I literally just thought he passed out or something, because he said, "I'll be back," and I didn't hear him again. So I figured, oh, okay, he's passed out.
I'll be back, Mikey.
He never came back.
Well, he did later when we were off stream. Yeah. Oh well.
He also has an
Probably all
album
that
he has
insurance
coming out.
talk that made him start drinking.
He had the what?
He has an
All
album
that
he has coming out
insurance
too.
talk that made him get drunk.
Excuse me, when was I talking about insurance?
The other night.
Was
You guys went on for like hours about health insurance.
Oh my goodness, that's all they talked about for like 3 years.
Oh, that's Thundero and Ben were going on about the health service thing. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
No,
my God.
Oh, well, that's
So
what
the
they wanted.
Batman review.
That's what they wanted to talk about. But it's
That was the longest movie review I've ever heard.
It was pretty long.
Tell if it's good.
But
It's good or bad.
I understand that, but I appreciate the effort. He went and put a little presentation together. It's cool. I like to see that, you know. But there are certain subjects I can pontificate for days upon, but the American health system is not one of them. So I didn't
Well,
have
you
much
didn't have
to
that because they sure did.
Yeah, I didn't have anything much to interject other than it sounds like the American health system sucks balls.
Everything you remembered about it is long gone away.
Yeah, right? I mean, 'cause I mentioned a few things, and they're like, no, it's not like that. I'm like, what? Because it used to be pretty efficient. I don't know what happened.
It's efficient.
It's just nobody can figure out how anyone's charging for anything. The paperwork's kind
Well,
of crazy.
It's because it's because the federal government became involved, and so private companies are no longer allowed to compete.
Well, the private companies kind of control everything government does in healthcare.
Well, it's the same. It's the same thing with student loans. Like the reason why tuition goes up every year is because the federal government. So you cannot bankrupt on a federal loan, but you can bankrupt a private loan. So everybody goes on the federal loans because the federal loans are cheaper, but the private loans can't compete with the cheap rates, so they keep getting more and more expensive. And because that happens, then the tuitions of the colleges keep going up and up and up because they know they basically have people hostage paying.
Oh, well, why don't people just do scholarships? Because I had a full boat scholarship. I didn't have to pay anything.
You think people just get smart and go to a trade school and make a bunch of money?
Yeah,
that would be better.
Yeah, trade school is the way to go now.
But that W word gets all of that.
In Teen Titans Go, I mean, say what you will about it, but they did some episodes about going to trade schools and investing in rental properties and things like that.
We shall
Those are
not
pretty
talk
funny.
about that Cal Art abomination, or excuse me, let me change that, abortion. No.
Oh my god.
Ew, a cartoon makes me mad. What am I going to do?
Well, come on. They went from something really cool to something really stupid. That was not good.
But the so-called kind of cool thing was also really childish and silly looking too.
Sure, but it was
really
cool.
wasn't much of a drop.
It was not uncool. You see.
I don't know. Robin was the main character. I don't know if you can call that cool.
Shade. All right.
Well, it depends on what season you were watching.
Well, I heard that for some art schools, Cal Art, and SCAD, the reason why the tuition is so high is because a lot of the professors pocket the money. So it's not even having to do with the government. It's because they're a bunch of greedy bastards.
Oh, that's probably
The
true
communist
too.
rebellion.
Yeah, I don't really know. I haven't been over there in quite a long time, but it sounds like there's a lot of messes in America.
Yeah.
The bureaucracy's gotten fat. So
Yeah, it's unfortunately.
yeah, because I know when I was going to university, at that time, and this is decades ago. It's probably longer ago than some of you are old. Right, but
Good old 1980s.
but It cost 40 grand over. I think it was 42 grand a year for my
In today's
university.
money, that's like.
Well, I'm just saying it. I can't imagine what it is now, dude.
It's stupid. Like you cannot go to university unless you get a loan or your parents are wealthy. It's like infuriating because then people are like, "Why don't you have a college degree? Why don't you have a university degree?" And it's like because I'm broke.
Well,
I
here's
don't
the
have
question:
money.
why do you need a university degree? Why is that important?
You don't. You don't. They demand that you have this piece of paper on your wall and then be indebted.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's all it is a piece of paper.
Forever.
Right. Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're going to study medicine or law or engineering or science or some
Sure.
kind of thing, of course, go to university. But otherwise, I don't get it. Why go? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
It's
University
a lot of
is,
cultural pressure.
that's dumb though. I mean, if you go to study something specific, go to where it's appropriate. If you're university, that's fine. If it's trade school, that's fine. If you're not, then don't do it at all. Why waste the money? It doesn't make sense.
The whole point is to get you to put yourself in debt forever. And there's now listen, I went to university. I also went to community college. I paid most of my way through it, and then I went to the local university. And when they just opened up, my son went to the university, paid for 4 years of it with a scholarship, an academic scholarship, and he worked to keep it. Worked hard, and it wasn't easy because but he has almost no student debt. The reason why, because he saved everything he could. And it's just, you just have to decide if that's what you want. If you feel like you need this degree and you're led to do it, then you pray about it and you go out there and you do the very best you can with it. But don't ever feel like you have to go to university. It is not end all be all of everything. The trades are an absolutely enormous part of life, and the fact that they have robbed so many people of the ability to actually do work that would make money is a tragedy, and it's a travesty. It's as much propaganda as the music industry. You go out there and do what you love and do it well. And if you can make a living at it, then do it, because you don't have to pay other people money just for the privilege of saying that you're somehow educated. And all they're doing is garbaging.
Futurama got it right. Futurama got it right when they said it's just an expensive daycare center.
That's fair. But just keep in mind though that it's all Putin's fault.
That's right.
Everything is out here. Yeah.
Definitely. Bad dude.
Even things that happened last year, apparently, it's his fault now. It's amazing.
And it's all his fault because he's not Putin out.
Oh my God. Boy, I swear to God. Kima, if you're here, walk over to his house and slap him in the head. God damn it. Because we know all Canadians live within a kilometer of each other.
Too much poutine.
It's not that big a continent, right?
Well, to be fair, Rick is way, way north, and Kima's up in Yellowknife, so.
That means Kima is way north than me.
Yes, I know.
Rick can see Putin from his house.
Ooh.
No, that would be Kima. That would be Kima if she's in Yellowknife. I'm like an hour away from the American border.
He does have that Russian accent.
Yes, of course I'm joking, Rick, because all Canadians live within footsteps of the American border. Matter of fact, most Canadians, fun fact, live in America.
That's weird.
Yes, we do live in America. North America.
That's true.
That's true.
Poor Canadians. Stuck with the Trudeau.
Yeah. For another year or so.
You guys need to get rid of that bastard.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully we're not so dumb the next time we go to the polls. Unfortunately, we could have got rid of him like 6 months ago, and we were too stupid, most of us.
You know, the thing is, Rick, technically, his party lost the last election. He only stayed in power through a technicality. So technically, he did lose, but he cheated.
Yeah,
kind of like the American. It's a North American tradition.
Yeah,
I do
they got more seats, but less votes.
Eric?
I do hear that Trudeau has a reset that's going to be pretty great, though.
I am sure. Eric?
Hey. How's
Eric?
How's the Zombiful World of Oz going?
Yeah, how's this
Been great. I've launched my pre-launch page, and I already have 56 backers lined up and ready to go.
That is awesome. We got 9 minutes left, by the way, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Just so you know, Eric, love you, brother. You need to take that ear off. You need to dissect it.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey, Van Gogh, cool it with that ear talk.
You need to take the ear off.
I don't have the time.
First of all, the
You're
ear
really giving him an earful.
is on her temple, for one.
Shut up.
Second of all, why is it outside of the cowl? It's kind of weird.
It looks cool.
What do you
It's
have
a
against
fantasy
ears?
world.
Behind. Maybe she has it tucked behind her ear. Girls do that all the
Do what
time.
I want with it.
All right. You go with that then. Let's try to help you out. We had chin gate, now we have ear gate. Sweet.
I'm trying to upload mine to Draw Along so I can get mine on there. Not that's going to matter, but I'm still going to do it anyway.
Oh, I'm seeing what you draw.
Aw, you're always so nice to me. I was like, I like draw something weird and then just let go.
Dr. Herman Hunter, I have a question. Is Dr. Hunter gone?
Where is he?
No, I'm here.
The Dwarfish Man, does he wear a hat or not? I forget.
No.
No hat?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a lost opportunity.
Now, our names are tagged as
If you want to
Rosa.
have him, if you want him to have a hat, give him a hat.
You have a bird.
I'm giving him a headband because he's a cool man. He's a cool man of the wood.
Oh, man.
And it helps keep his hair in line.
Eric, are you on? Eric, you on Indiegogo?
I'm on Kickstarter.
After the big audience.
Yeah, that's where I stay. They've been good to me. I would raise my last campaign. I did both. I raised as much on Indiegogo in 30 days that I raised in 1 hour on Kickstarter.
Yeah, there
You're
you go.
kidding.
I say where the money is.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop the link in the chat real quick here. Boom.
There you go. Well, I mean, Kickstarter does have a tradition of having indie comics on it. I understand why this community went over to Indiegogo. I get it. But then again, I mean, Indiegogo has done similar things to Kickstarter in regards to censorship and things like that. So
Well, now they're all running from Indiegogo, right?
what was that?
Now they're all going to run from Indiegogo and start their own platform.
Are they? Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so they can end up like 2 years from now in court for crazy tax debts.
Oh my God, yeah, that is fair. But I mean, Kickstarter
I
for
would
all its
not want
faults
a business like that.
is useful.
Well,
it's also the larger platform because it's the brand name.
It is.
Yeah, it's the same reason why I
Indiegogo
continue
because you can like rip people off easier. Because you can go in demand and just make it a store, which is just like kind of defeats the purpose of a kickstarting campaign when it just becomes your business.
Well, they also have that backer kit system set up, which is very good.
It's expensive though. You have to be pretty confident in it that you're going to get a lot of traction in order to use backer kit because they charge you a lot.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
How much do they charge for the start off?
I think it's $50.
Is it $50 just for that one starter kit?
For backer kit, you mean?
Yeah, for the backer kit.
Yeah, I think like the initial payment for backer kit is like a base of $50 or something like that, and then if you make even more sales, then the price goes up. So but that's on top of your Kickstarter fees and your taxes that you have to pay.
Oh yeah.
So you can end up spending a lot of money with.
You see, that's one of the reasons I haven't done any campaigns with mine because I've already got the books, I've already got all that stuff. And I was like, maybe I ought to do that for the podcast because I've got to pay up front for the podcast and the production and everything. And I was like, if I do this and I put this out there and then I make that money, and so the taxes and everything, and just the fact that you're saying you're going to make a product. Well, what happens if you get sick and you can't do it or something like that? You'd have to return the money. So I'm like, I just end up doing it myself, and then I'm like, okay, if y'all want it, pay for it later. You know, I don't know if you can do that on a Kickstarter where you go, I already made a thing, I want to pay for it too. I don't know how. I don't know if that would be even feasible.
You know, a big shout out to Brandon Sanderson though. Good on for him. What he's up to 26 million now. Congratulations, dude. Although
that was like 15 in one day, right?
yeah, it's ridiculous. Good for him, man. Although he seems to have bent the SJWs out of shape, which is not hard to do. But
well, he's a Mormon.
They're very upset.
What did they say he did this time?
Well, he's a white man. He doesn't deserve to make money at all, you see, because he's white. And it's funny that all the people that are saying that are white. It is bizarre. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do anything. He seems like a nice fella. He is a successful writer. I mean, what has he got? 40, 50 books he's written? Jesus. You know, so good
Never
for him.
heard of him until he broke that record.
Oh no, I heard of him before. I've read some of his books, yeah.
I knew he was chosen to finish Wheel of Time. That's all I knew.
He was, yeah, that's true.
Is that him?
Okay. Yeah. And he also has the Mist something series.
Mistborn.
Mistborn, yeah.
Mistborn.
Oh, he puts out like a book or two a year, yeah.
Yeah, he's very prolific, yeah.
Wow.
Is that Lady Death guy?
No, definitely not.
This guy writes books.
No. Yeah, he writes books. But no, I just want to shout out. I mean, that's awesome, dude. That is freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
And he's not going to go anywhere. He's still going to stay with his publisher. That was just like a kind of a fluke.
Because he'll put 10, 12 million in his pocket after that, for sure.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I like seeing people have success. I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anything that actually gets interest in the industry, and I mean, so he gets out there and he got the books, and that he is a published author. He actually is a publisher and everything like that. But still, the fact that he got the product out there, he did it, he got it done, and put out that whole series was a really big deal because so many of them get that publishing deal and then they just kind of forever. And he did a really good job of getting the project finished, and that's a big deal.
Well, that's true. Well, he just basically during the COVID, he wrote 4 books. And he did it in the most awesome, nerdy way possible. Whiteboards.
Oh, yeah.
I loved and appreciated it because I live by the whiteboard, just so you know.
Cool.
It's your best friend in the classroom.
Are they like independent books, or are they like a series of 4 books, kind of? You know what I mean?
It's a series. It sounds like
a series.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it is neat. And just so you know, Jeff, or Herman, just so you know, you now have bikini ladies in your world. They exist.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Way to
No,
go,
do
Amazon.
not apologize, sir.
There's something I did yesterday on Mike's show.
It looks good.
Oh, is that your
Amazon
Marine Sharon?
Oh.
Yeah.
The Mike show is nearly
Mix it up a
Mike's
bit.
show is nearly a flashback to the cute off.
Oh, it was. And I totally missed the whole thing at the end. My phone died right at the end, and I was like, later on, I was like, no, I don't want to do it.
By the way, Jeff, please say that correctly. Amy's cute off. It's important that you get that right.
Amy's cute off. Sorry.
Yes.
Was kind
She was there last night.
Yeah, she was there.
I didn't think. I don't think Mike even knew what to do. I was like shell shocked.
What's new?
He knew not to do votes because he knew he would lose terribly.
Oh, so mean.
It was a lot
Not
of
mean.
fun.
It's just honest. Amy would have destroyed them all.
That is true.
Yeah, probably.
He's like, you know what? Amy's coming.
One Amy to shoot
We
them
don't
all.
have to, though. We're just not going to have votes.
I agree with that, Adrian. I've read a few of his books, mainly the Wheel of Time stuff, but he is pretty solid writer, man. I agree. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, he must be. He's got a big following, right?
He does, man. I
got a
just
huge
thought it was
following.
awesome, dude. I mean, that's big money for a book, man. That's awesome. You love to see it.
Yeah, nowadays especially.
Yeah, books making money, man. That's awesome.
Because even published books make a fraction anymore.
That's true. Yeah. So good on for him. But anyway, guys, we've come to the end of our time. So pencils down, erasers down, stylus is down, whatever other pokey things you guys do down. Thank Jeff. Everyone hates you now.
No.
Okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Do keep in mind, Jeff is going to drop that straw poll in there. And you guys give yourself a vote, and we'll send it over to Mike, who doesn't know what he's going to do. But it'll be good. It'll be good. So let's take a look at the art here. And Honey and Amy, please make sure you guys drop into the Discord so I can see it.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
You put it in the draw along. That's where mine is. I put mine in.
Okay.
There you go. All right, so let's start over here with the Andrew, who has been established to be the not handsome man. He's not a Chad, self-volition.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, so the Chad, Andrew. It's a very nice piece of art you got here, dude. Looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very nice. She's I don't know why I'm seeing so much sadness today, though. There's a lot of sadness.
I mean, she's got a chip on her shoulder, right? I mean,
she does. I suppose
she's not going to be walking around with a smile. And Jeff said, "Hey, Andrew, I put a petite-looking elf girl in my story, so you're going to draw that." And I said, "Okay, isn't that right, Jeff?"
Yes, I did
perfect.
say that.
Well, the difference is yours looks like someone stole her cookie, whereas Amy and Honey look like they're watching, viewing disembowelment. So there's a different level of sadness.
Which do you prefer?
I prefer the cookie.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she just looks
Cookies are
sad,
nice.
man. Someone stole something from her.
Backstory to her is that both of her parents were killed in a war.
Oh, God.
How is the ear, Chester? How's the ear on it?
This ear works a little better. Doing elf ears is not easy. It is not easy. I'm not going to give him perfect points for the ear, although the rest of it I think is perfect. But his ear is way better than yours, Eric.
Oh,
So
my
there.
goodness.
Take that.
Are you gonna let him do that to you, Eric?
Tonight I will.
But honestly, to be fair, Andrew, the ear does need work. But it looks like they're difficult. But everything else is great, though.
Thank you. It probably would make a little bit more sense if we had some reference to how the other ear would look, but her hair is covering it up. It's somewhere back here.
I understand
under
the
all
difficulty.
the floof.
I do. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But if you guys like what Andrew has done, please vote for the straw poll. It is quite nice. It's nice and watercolory too. It's pretty good. Amaran has naked ladies, so he wants to win. Perfect. And what he's showing you is how to do elven ears. Is what he's doing. He's giving a lesson.
That's how I do them.
Yeah.
The old classic handlebars.
Yes. You grab right a hold of them.
But here's my serious piece here.
Yeah, no, that looks good, dude.
That's really good.
Yeah, you actually do males pretty well. You just rarely do them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
I'm sure it's more fun to do.
I keep swearing at myself over it. I need to do more.
You do. Now, Jeff, this is your protagonist, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, it is. Yes.
And his name again?
Cedric.
Hell Cedric. And the little
Cedric.
The owl Cedric.
The entertainer.
And the elven lady. And what's her name?
Herodine.
She's erudite.
Herodine. Think Herod. Tiny.
Yes,
Herod, as in King Herod.
I understand.
Richard Harmony.
Yeah. But being an erudite, I think she's a little bit overdressed, Andrew. You need to go back and work on that. But then we have ourselves another erudite here from Eric, and he's made the correct choice because it looks really good.
Did I get the right one?
But now I don't know it's elf-like because I have no ears.
That looks super cool.
It doesn't.
Well, I don't actually specify the ears in the books.
Oh,
you
see,
didn't, did
I helped you, man.
That's why I didn't do elf ears.
Although, Eric, I do have a question about the bulge.
Yeah, I just didn't.
Little elven secret.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No, it
I'll
looks
tell you
great,
that-
dude. As usual.
She's a
Baggy
man, baby. Yeah.
Check out my elven stones.
Yes.
Sometimes I get harassed by drawing the pants too tight in the crotch. Sometimes I don't draw them tight enough, so this one's one of those not tight enough nights.
I think it looks good, dude. I think it looks great.
No, I think it's really good.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And of course, if you guys like what Eric has done or Amron as well, please vote for them as straw poll. Very, very nice. Now, Honey's trying. Oh, there we have our naked elf. Sweet. Let's see if we can actually get Honey. And there we did. We got a Honey. We got her 3D up. Amy, try to reboot real quick and see if we can't catch it real quick. Because Honey's is showing. We have animation. They're sitting by. He's sitting by a fire. He's sad. Disembowelment makes you sad. A little fire there going off in the back and the front there. So what's happening in your scene here, Honey? Would you like to tell us?
This is kind of.
You got to lean closer to your sister's mic.
Sorry.
Do it.
It's a sort of a intense, uneasy rest at
On an
at this
adventure, I guess.
camp. Amy described it.
Oh, yeah. They're off on an adventure, so camping out, trying to figure out what the next step to do is. So it's fun doing pieces with like campfires, and we'll set up scenes like that because you get to do effects with light.
I see. Is this second breakfast?
A little late for second breakfast.
Third dinner.
Third dinner. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, it looks
As
really
many
good.
as you can get.
Yeah, if you guys like what she's done, please vote for her in straw poll. Looks good. Let's see if we can't get lucky here with Amy as well. Oh, we got some Amy action going on.
It actually worked.
It did. And this is definitely a picture of disembowelment, without question. They have seen horrors. Horrors. That poor horse is scarred for life.
Really? My goodness.
Jeez, Amy.
Nice.
Don't want to mess with you, Amy. Punch him
He
back.
looks upset. Oh no. I guess I haven't been around enough upset horses.
Maybe not, but it is amazing to me that you can cutify disembowelment. That's pretty impressive.
If you're
I'm impressed.
They've obviously seen something they didn't want to see.
They have clearly seen something. Very clearly. You can almost see the reflection in their eyes. It's so deep. But it is cute. It is awesome. Thank you very much, Amy. If you guys like
I'm
what,
glad you liked it anyway.
yeah, no, it looks good. The horse you did a really good job, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's so
They're
cute.
fun.
He is, but that's a
Horses
fake
are
blonde,
very hard
though.
to draw.
So, nevertheless, if you guys like what Amy has done, please vote for her in the straw poll. It is quite well done. You definitely have a style, Amy. And have you ever done sequentials?
Do you mean comic books or animation?
Yeah. Oh, well, either or.
I've heard the term used for both, so I'm never quite sure how that goes.
Well, I'm talking
I have
comic books,
done
but yeah.
comic books. Yeah, I have done a couple of comics. Usually just as fan projects. Oh, the Usagi
the Usagi Jimbo fan
Yeah,
tribute.
I did a comic in Usagi Jimbo fan tribute, which was kind of fun. Oh my gosh, I was helping them edit the book, and like, oh, by the way, can you do an 8-page comic? I'm like, while I'm editing the book, like, okay. So yeah, kind of got that put together.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I wouldn't mind to see an 8-10 page little sequential comic book from you. I'd like to see because I think it would sell. At that style, it's different. You might want to give it a shot and let us take a look at it. I think you should try.
You did get a couple extra copies.
Oh, I guess I could send you one of the Usagi books. I haven't. They sent me a stack of them.
I've read a bunch of those. But sweet. All right. Well, let's move on here. We have a Canadian with us. We had two.
Yeah.
The other one got drunk
Oh,
and left.
yeah.
She fell out and landed on her keyboard, and she exited. But we do have our other Canadian here, and this, of course, is Cross Comics, or Rick Piper himself. And Rick always stay digital. Always. Do not go back to traditional. You are a digital artist, dude, because this is so much better. My God, dude. Rick.
Thank you.
No, I'm serious, dude. It looks really good. I like it. It's stylized. It's neat.
I agree.
Good for you, dude.
Action.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also getting better at traditional too, but my my scanner went down, so I wasn't able to scan them in to color them. So
because here's something I'll say, Rick. When I've seen you do your pencils, like your outlines, your the outline stuff, it looked good. And then all of a sudden you started to try to put texture in, and it went south. The digital lets you do that easier or cleaner. I think is the difference. No, seriously, because your lines are not the problem. It was the filler, right? And this is way better, dude.
Well, the thing is, I do it layer by layer. Do one layer. I know it's not good. Then it's purpose. It's a sketch, so then you build up on that until you have something half decent.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm a horrible artist. I'm really suck balls. But it's.
We never seen it.
So we're here.
Yeah, I think it's great.
He sucks balls.
I do.
That
So
is the
there
rumor.
you go. That has been authorized. But nevertheless, if you guys like what Rick has done, vote for the straw poll. Nice to see you, Rick, man. Let's see here. We already did the elf. Where else? Elrod is not displaying. Please reboot yourself, Elrod. I don't know why you were doing great the whole show. Let's go look at Gabby here. So Gabby has drawn a cannibal unicorn man. Sweet.
Unicorn. There are two horns.
Oh, bicorn. I do apologize.
Can't be a bicorn.
It's a mutation. He has two horns. He's a unicorn.
That's a yurch from the book.
Yes. Well, just so you guys know, going back to the old Latin, unicorn and bicorn is actually the words they had for the rhinoceroses.
Tricorn.
Those have been made extinct by the Armenians. We'll never forgive them for it.
That's a really cool
Jerk
interpretation,
faces.
Gabrielle.
Thank you.
But that's really good.
That is really nice.
Yeah,
I really like that.
I like the
It's
watercolor.
That's
I
very
love
close
it.
to the way. That's very close to the way I imagined them.
That's so cool.
Yes. But seeing as they have claws and teeth, what do they need arrows for?
I don't actually specify claws.
Right.
But they are armed. They tend to wear armor. Except in this
He
one,
just doesn't clip his nails, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except in this story, there were two. There was an old one. They call it sallow skin. An older one, and then a much newer version.
I see. Well, I like the coloration with the green on the outside. It's neat. It's neat.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Gabby. If you guys like what Gabby has done, vote for her in the straw poll. Elrod, you're still not displaying. I don't understand why. You're fine the whole show. I don't know what's going on. Let's go over here to Rosa.
George Lucas found out about him.
Oh my God.
George Lucas
Go ahead and show us your art. Let's see your art. I watched it the whole time. Your camera is very clean, so no problem.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's hold it up. Yeah.
So I do have it on the draw along. So you
Oh
see that?
my. This is a forest hag of some kind, I'm assuming.
No, that's the alkalite, and I don't know how, but I was watching British comedies all day, and so and he ends up looking really British, I think.
So blame Terry Gilliam. I understand.
Yes. I ended up watching Godfather. So
that's cool.
It is cool. Yeah.
I'm just glad you can actually see it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I made it to where he'd be like sort of just laying there bleeding out. Just wanted to make it. But But I read that part of it, and I'm like, I've got to draw this dude bleeding out on the floor. And then I watched all my British comedies and messed it up totally.
Poor dude. What did he do to deserve that? That's not nice.
You're
gonna have to read. You're gonna have to read the book, Chester.
And I am reading the book, and I'm telling you, it is super awesome.
Thank you.
Alrighty, there you go. And if you like what Rosa's done, please vote for her in the straw poll. Hopefully,
Good.
Elrod will come back.
Well, his picture's up on the draw along.
I'm sure I'll be able to show it. Yeah, I'm sure. But I just see if I can't
Where'd
catch
he
it live.
go?
It's always better.
Yeah.
But now for our multimedia experience. Alan from the Howl Comics. Go ahead, bro.
Alan.
Oh, thank you.
Tonight, Chico, I drew the bad guy.
Oh my god!
It's actually really good.
Get a close up on his face, Chico.
Yeah. I do love how the Slavic man is now Mexican. It's perfect.
It's really good.
Yo.
So is this what we call Mexican pop?
Are those tires squealing?
They are, yeah.
Great.
That's right, Chico.
That's right, Chico.
That's awesome.
I do love the Raven cloak, though. That is really cool, dude.
That is awesome.
Yes, very cool.
Right on the money.
Cool.
Very
It was
neat.
all in the description, man. It was right there, man.
Right, Maine? Maine? All right, cool. Very nice piece, Alan, as usual. This looks great.
It's excellent.
It is excellent. If you guys like what Alan's done, vote for him in straw poll, man.
Amazing.
Actually, I don't think I should be voted on. I got promoted, I think.
Oh, did
It
you?
was all in the
Everyone gets
description, man.
promoted.
Yeah.
I don't know what all
right
of a sudden
there,
Honey is displaying, and she's showing me something else. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know what she was doing there. She was looking at news during our show.
I was trying to get to the straw poll.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's it.
You
You just have to click on that. Yeah. And no Elrod, man. Damn. Oh, well. But I'll go. Let me go over and find that, though. Let me go and find that.
Forfeit.
No, it's not, sir.
Let's put
Let's see
JT
here.
on there,
Is
too.
it in the draw along or is it in the general where Elrod put it? I wonder. Probably draw along.
Draw along.
Okay, let's see here.
Huh?
Where is Elrod? We got a lot of stuff in here. Okay, the first thing. Oh, you're
Elrod's right
here.
here.
Oh, you
I
are
feel
here.
like I can
Fine.
hear
Now
it.
he left.
I don't.
He was talking and you didn't hear him.
I don't see him. Where is he?
He's gone
I
now.
have it on my stream.
Huh.
I think.
Nope. I don't see him. No, don't see him. Anyway, that's all right. And now he's back. He's just not displaying for some reason. I don't get it. Oh, there it
I
is.
can't
Okay,
figure it
here
out
he is.
either.
Okay, he's back. Okay. All right, you're fine. You're back, Elrod. We're looking at you. Go ahead, dude.
For some reason, going the wrong way.
And boom, he's off again.
No, I'm still here. I just had to turn off my camera because it's not looking at what you want to see.
I see.
We can kind of hear you now.
We can.
Yeah.
Well, I had to change phones because my other one died. But
Oh, well,
this one will not. This
So
one
you got
will
out the
not
burner.
change the camera view.
Okay, well, let me bring these up so we can take a look at that while he's working on it here. So pull this down, bring this over, and here we have ourselves JD, and we have a armored man with a small elf upon his thigh, attacking and killing stuff. So, all right. Yeah.
Good job.
Good job. We have some kind of a daemon here from the JD. That daemon is very scratchy. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, if you guys like what JD has done, please vote for him in the straw poll. We'll look at that stuff later. And I'll put up Rosa's real quick so we can see it full screen. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that definitely looks like a hag. I like it.
It's a bird man.
It's a bird man. There's Honey's little gif that she's created. Very nice. All right.
Yeah.
And okay, here we're
A
getting
creepy man.
Here's
Creepy man.
here's Amy's
Nope.
horror show. Yes, very terrifying. And then here's some Elrod stuff. So Elrod has a colored piece. It looks like Luke Skywalker, kind of. Yeah, it's
Very
nice.
cool.
Very cool.
No.
Yeah,
What
Elrod's
is
is
it?
dope.
Is it something the Slayer?
Something
William
the Slayer, yeah.
from the book.
Well, it looks really good though. It's actiony, and I like the
Hawk
color.
the Slayer. Yeah.
Hawk the Slayer. Yeah.
Remember you went Hawk the Slayer route.
Yeah. Well, Elrod went real detailed today on One Piece, and that's really good. I love this dude in the back silhouette. It's really amazing. Yeah, it's really, really good. All right, guys.
Nice.
Well, go ahead and vote on the straw poll, please. And
So is Howell in or out?
I'm not
Do we
in
vote
charge,
for Howell?
so you know.
Put him in. Worst
Yeah.
comes to worst, if his guilty conscience troubles him too much, he will select somebody. How's that?
Oh, there we go. That sounds perfect. Oh my God! All right, so let's go on and take a look at the draw along stuff we did have today. We have one from Adrian, Mr. Miracle, of course.
Yay!
And he's got a dwarf, very dwarfy. He's got himself a mace, and he's got to kill somebody. So very nice, very nice. All right. Let's see here. Who else do we have? Ooh, Sheldon has done a Wonder Woman with an elderly man. I'm not sure what's happening here, but Wonder Woman has the elven ears in this rendition, and she's ready for the beach. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you, Sheldon. Good job.
Life's just a beach for her.
I guess he made sure. You know, Rick. He made sure he put plenty of side boob in, which I appreciate. Yeah. Thank you, Sheldon. Let's see here. Coming down. Anybody else? Nope. I'll have to go over to the Twitter. So let me do that. All righty. And then I have to put in hashtag DNQFE, right? Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I did so. And I got to go to the latest button. See, I've been trained. I'm good. Oh, look at Jason's here. That's really good, dude. That's more of a crone type of oh, what's this bird guy's name?
I call him the acolyte or
The
the
acolyte. Yeah, this is more of a crone
Acolyte.
version. I like it though. It's really good, Jason. That's neat, dude. Very, very good. I love the Raven cloak though. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
And then of course we have Blue Moon, who is up to his normal shenanigans. Aw, poor little miner.
Aw.
He's just got his shovel and he's got his lantern and he's just, sad. A lot of sadness today. A lot of sadness. He's definitely eating well though. That's good.
It can't be too sad then.
Yeah, he has an appetite.
He does. I've always found it kind of interesting how in modern times dwarves have taken on this dwarfy look. We all know what a dwarf looks like. But if we go back to the original Vergar of the Eddas, they're actually very tall black men. It's kind of weird how that.
Actually, I don't think that they're called. I don't think that they're actually called dwarves. I think they're called elves.
Well, they're a type of Alfir. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But I think if you look at and understand that Odin was a real, actual man, an actual king who unified and moved from the Anatolia area into Europe, you understand that the 9 realms is just talking about the area around Europe, right? And the Dvergar were probably just black men. I mean, literally Africans, right? But it doesn't matter. The point being is, it's interesting how we've come to this imagery of what a dwarf is, and I guess that's Tolkien's fault, huh?
Yeah, I mean that's the way.
They're clear in folklore as in some Eastern European folklore as short little people.
Yeah, but those aren't
Uh,
dwarves.
The Scottish
though.
people.
Those are kobolds.
Yeah.
Well,
But C.S. Lewis even had the short dwarves too.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
he and Tolkien, of course, are contemporaries and friends. I'm just saying, it's interesting how we've kind of molded this thing into one. All these very little things into one thing. But anyway, it's very cool, Blue Moon. Thank you very much. I like your sad dwarf.
Awesome.
He's awesome. Yeah. But anyway, thank you all very much. Let me come back over here to the other side and bring this up and bring this up and then bring that up. And then I need to go vote. So let me go vote. Okay. And it's going to come up over here. Of course it is. Of course it is. So hopefully you guys are all voting. It's pretty easy to do. Just grab it and click on it. And you don't have to download anything. So that's pretty cool. All right. There we go. All right. So who am I going to vote for? Who won the joint? Thank you, Mr. Writer. The joint and quartered fan edition, the Revenant and the Tomb contest. All right, fine. So the choices I have are Eric, Magic Zombies Hawkins. He does do Magic Zombies. It is truthful. This is not fake
Very
news.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's true. Elronimus, the Avenging Sword of Lucas Flash. Fair.
Yeah.
So George needs defending. He's only worth multi-billion dollars. I mean, come on, poor guy. Let's see. Amy, Crypt Fiends can be cute. Lester, that is true. Yes. Her fake blonde is definitely horrified by something. Scarred for life. Perfect.
Poor thing.
Melissa, Crypts can be cute too. Lester, honey. Okay, very good. Very good. And that's another sad person who's seen terrors. That's true. Andrew, Rhode Island sucks Fleming. Fuck you, Andrew.
Oh my goodness. I guess that must be canon in the book. I don't know what to say. It's just canon in the book because he wrote that.
Just so you know, Andrew, you and I are enemies now. From now on. Enemies.
Oh. Okay. That's
All right.
fine.
Fair enough. Busty L's Armoron. Very nice. Of course, we need that. How the Perilous Mountains of East LA comic. Okay, Jeff, you get 10 points for that one. Write it down. That was fun.
How do you yodel in Mexican?
Yeah. Let's see. Rick, your story needs more snow. Jeff Piper. Oh my God. Okay. Cross comments, of course. Rosa, your story needs more mutants. Jeff Deoro. That's fair. That is fair. Gabriel, does Cedric have the power of Grayskull Geski? All right.
Yay!
JD, a magic sword. Yes, she does. Yes. JD, a magic sword means something is going to be decapitated. The comic otaku. Fair enough. So who do I choose? Who do I choose here? I think I can only choose one, really. Even though we are enemies for life.
That's true. True.
But then that makes things more interesting.
I don't know. I haven't got over there yet. But although Alan's was pretty badass too. Of course there's a lot of good stuff.
They were all really good.
They were.
Yeah.
I can't bring myself to vote for the horror of Amy. It's just I can't promote such thinking. It's not really allowed. I can't. Yeah. Okay, Amy, you got to start swinging back, Amy.
You're starting to beat a dead horse
I'm
there.
sorry?
Chester.
Oh no, that's the opposite of swinging back. You got to say, "Screw
24
you,
hours notice.
Chester." That's what you got to do. Really like that.
What am I supposed to say?
You just say something
Say
mean to
something
me.
nasty about him.
Up your nose with a rubber hose, Chester.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe I can
Both the
give him a little
classics.
smile. That
Aw,
won't help.
aw, she's trying to cute me to death. How dare you?
Aw.
Okay. We'll give it a minute here. I have added something to the fray, it looks like. A vote. But looks like we got a clear winner here, though. Oh, you never know. More votes coming in. No, that didn't change it. Oh, goodness gracious. All right.
Oh, cool. I got one vote instead of just me.
Good job.
Well, do you guys all vote yourselves?
Yes.
Yeah, of course I do.
No.
Good. That's good.
No, I usually vote
I
for
like that.
Usually.
somebody else.
Well,
if I didn't vote for myself, I wouldn't have any votes, Chester.
that's fair.
Exactly.
Although, no,
I
that's
never
not true.
vote for
You
myself.
often get my vote, Eric. You know that.
Really, I have 2 votes tonight, and they're both mine. So where's your vote?
Oh no, not today, not today, but often. Right.
How?
Yeah.
How? Because even this system doesn't like VPNs.
I know.
Oh,
Although I am curious that Melissa, Gabrielle, and JD, of course, he's not here, but Melissa and Gabby don't have any votes at all. What happened to you girls? You didn't vote for yourself?
no,
No, I didn't.
for other people.
I also don't
Well,
put
me.
the emos
This is a
for pictures.
competition. You know what competition means?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it
Lisa
means
and I
vote
are on the
padding.
same Wi-Fi, so maybe if I go to my data, I can bring up a vote.
Well, that's
yeah.
what it is. You guys only get a vote between you. Ooh, that's not fair.
No.
I have to log
Honey,
off my Wi-Fi
honey,
to vote on
why
the
did
phone.
you let your
Yes?
sister take that vote? What are you doing?
I think I was the one who took the vote.
Oh,
Alpha Proto said he voted for Amy.
well, yeah, but see,
Aw.
but Honey doesn't have any votes. She has 0 votes.
Okay, well maybe I can. If
I
I,
will vote
I'll
for
probably lose my connection here for a minute.
Uh-huh.
Go put a vote in there.
I don't think,
Hey,
as the
Well,
older
that
sister,
experience
Melissa,
is
you
the
shouldn't
point.
take that.
Okay.
Just so
I'm
you
gonna
know,
take it
Melissa,
another
my
vote.
younger sister's name
No,
is
he's not
Melissa.
online. Damn it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Greetings, fellow Melissa.
Yes. Let's see here. I'll give it another minute. I would like to see if we can't get to 20. But it looks like we got a winner. Although it is tight up top, dude. You know, it is.
Oh,
Rick,
wow.
Rick
Very
just
tight.
comes in and steals it.
Tweet.
Jesus, Rick.
Yay! It's been a while since
Face.
it's been a while since I won. And at least this time, it wasn't the whole cult of Raven voting for me.
That's fair. Does that still exist? Is that still a thing?
It's
been a while.
A little bit. It's not as prevalent as it once was.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Well, I'm going to call it here. Thank you all for voting, coming in, and thank you to all the artists and everything. But let me go ahead and give here the results. I would like to thank very much to JD, Gabby, Rosa, Andrew, and Melissa for coming in. And Andrew, you got 1 vote, and it's from me, just so you know.
Yay.
Yay.
But,
I accept.
Yeah, you accept. So thank you very much, guys. That's great. We also have a big, huge tie for 3rd place between Busty Elves. Oh, sorry, Amron, Amy, Elrod, and Eric. So claps for everybody else.
Wow.
Claps. Thank you very much. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Good job. And we have in 2nd place with 4 votes, just behind the Rick, but losing nevertheless. We have Howl, the Perilous Mountains of East LA Comics. So yeah.
That is amazing.
Sorry, Alan. And
This
there's
fan
the
club
H
is
again.
always in the audience.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
be
There you go.
druggies in them hills.
But our winner today, and I do believe undefeated, pretty sure, we have ourselves a Rick Piper from Cross Comics. Damn, Rick! Congratulations! Go over and kick Mike's ass next week. Thank you very much.
Which
Claps
one's
for
that?
Rick, man. Claps.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Yay.
Good
Gonna be
job,
coming
Rick.
up
Which
with
one was your piece?
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, that is
It's
awesome.
good to come on and win. I guess I should have went digital a long time ago.
No, dude, I think it's the way to go. I think it's really working for you, man. Seriously. Yeah. Because it's great. I like it. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Well, thank you all very much. Do keep in mind that the show is will be back on Sunday. We do our night owls, and we just talk about all kind of whatever entertainment stuff. And some of the people take over the show and talk about healthcare for like an hour. But it happens.
So whatever interests you.
It's whatever interests you. It might have been a boring conversation from the outside, but for me it was interesting because I don't really know what's going on with it. So I actually found it quite informative. But nevertheless, we usually talk about just, goofy, stupid stuff. because that's fun. Nevertheless, let me run through the artist here and see if anybody has anything they promote, and then we'll end with Jeff giving another pitch for his book and taking us out of here. But let's go over here to the Andrew first. So Andrew.
Yes. So I have my comic online. It is Solarian Sun. You can find it at solariansun.com for free. The Kickstarter orders have come in, so I have all the books. So all those Kickstarter orders are going to be shipped out probably sometime. Like I'll be packing them this week and then shipping them out next week. So if you haven't done your Kickstarter survey and you're on there, go do your Kickstarter survey so I can send you your stuff. And then after that, I will be opening up an online store, probably on Gumroad, to do all the external things for people who want to buy books for all the aftermarket ones. So, and then if you want to support me online, it's patreon.com/AFLM, and you get over 200 more pages of Solarian Sun than you get from the free stuff.
Neat.
That's it.
That is neat. I have an air raid siren going off here, so either the Russians are invading or there's a tsunami in place. So nice. Sweet.
Oh no!
Wow.
Me. Yeah, because it's not one of those dates where Japan got bombed. No. It's definitely death is coming. Sweet. All right. Thank you very much, Andrew. Moving on here, Amy. You got anything you want to talk about?
Not particularly, I suppose, but thank you for having me back on. This was a lot of fun.
Yay.
Jeff, your book came out very well.
What about your game?
Well, yes. Well, we are working. Yes, okay. Well, we'll be updating our website with more information on our game as that comes along. We've got the cross-platform engine done, so that's exciting. You can check out our website at unseenkingdom.com. I'll try to put our socials and stuff as we get that updated.
What's the website name again?
Yeah, and there is Artisan Going Home Again, so you can find a demo and play our game that we have up if you like.
What is the what is the website's IP?
IP?
No, I'm sorry. The what's the address?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's unseenkingdom.com. One word.
Seen
Kingdom.
.com.
It's really neat. It looks so cute.
Neat.
Thank you.
Well, I hope it's cuter than the absolute abomination that these poor characters are looking at today.
Jeez.
They're so scarred. I have to say, Amy, I am impressed that you could capture such absolute distraughtness.
What? Okay. You know what? I'm trying to stretch myself, I guess.
That's good. That's good. Always grow. Always growing.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Good job. Thank you, Amy. Moving on here to Amaran. Amaran, sir, just say something nice from Australia.
Hello.
There you go.
Hello.
All right. Sweet.
Hello.
Hello. Do you guys actually eat shrimp, and are they on a Barbie?
God.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay.
It is
I
a
bet your
thing.
I bet your Outback steakhouses are awesome.
I bet.
On every corner,
Houses?
every street corner, even in the housing areas, like residential areas, right on the corner of every street.
Sweet. There you go, guys.
They actually they come to every door. And say, do you need
nice,
something?
dude. Delivery.
Do you need a bloom and onion?
That's awesome.
Any day. Anytime, day or night. Bloomin' onion.
and some clusters.
I don't think I've actually ever eaten at an Outback Steakhouse, but okay.
I wonder if the kangaroos can do
It is
delivery.
not great.
Yeah, I imagine it's probably not. Although there was a chain I ate at when I was in America called Chili's that wasn't bad.
That's not bad.
Eating it like Foot Locker.
Yeah. Well, honey, hi.
Okay, sorry. Boop. Oh, there we go.
You have anything nice you'd like to say, honey?
I've just always have a fun time here trying to grow myself as an artist and learning how to keep things.
Learning to plan out the projects and keeping the animations like
communicating what you want to do and not, it's always so hard, especially with this short time frame, to try and keep the project scaled to a good size. But yeah, I'm not as skilled as Amy. I'm actually a programmer, so I'm almost there, but I still have maybe another couple of years before I'm really up with the rest of you guys.
I know you've done a fantastic job.
I like your
love your
giffiness.
stuff.
You're definitely giffy. It's good.
I know you're
Thank you.
on my website.
Yeah.
So anywhere
Um,
for me to go on my website.
I really think you guys need to give some positive, encouraging words to Amy and Melissa today because they're having a bad day. It's quite clear. It's overcast and gloomy.
You're very talented and you have determination. You can do it.
Do
We believe
it.
in you.
See?
You can do it.
You can do it.
Oh, sorry,
People
that was a
can
little
be
loud.
nice.
You guys do. We
Right.
believe in
Thank
you.
you very much,
You can do the
sisters.
thing.
Let's move over here to the man who actually is selling something, Mr. Eric Hawkins.
Yes.
Hey, Silent World of Oz #4 pre-launch is up on Kickstarter. I'll drop the link in here again. We're launching on April 8th, and for those of you that backed Vestry #4, that is arrived at my house, and I'll be shipping those out probably starting next week.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know.
Cool. How quick was that? You know, I ordered the books, they came in, and they'll be shipping out. So
Well,
easy.
it's really good that you're handling that for them because Shabby's about to be invaded by Russia.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It'll only be a couple weeks, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Thank you very much, Eric. Moving on here, we have the Hull Comics, and he's got Astros City and Astros City.
Atros City.
Atros City.
Astro City.
There you go.
Atros.
There you go.
Okay, Astro City. Gotcha. You drew that.
Go ahead.
Well, I got all my regular stuff. Lost Pages 2, which is you can still get a copy of that. Tales of Novaterra, which is back to the fantasy magazine. I really want that to get through. Well, I want everything I do to get through. So back to that. Then you can sign up also for the Ace, I believe, beginning in April. The Ace Volume 2. And this is Atros City, which I ninja dropped on Amazon. It's a digital book right now. 26 pages. It's Eastbound and Down meets DuckTales. It's the best way I can describe it.
Neat,
I
dude.
heard
That sounds
DuckTales.
cool. Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, thank you very much.
I'll look at it.
Let's move along here to the Rosa, since she's talking. Go ahead, Rosa. Oh,
What's
look
your
at it.
name?
Book in hand. Nice.
Yeah, six books, y'all. 6 books. They're already done. All the whole 6-book series, and I know, and Amy knows because I'm waiting on word from Victing, and still haven't got it yet. It's going to be this week, maybe. We're going to see if we get a big announcement or not, and when we do, I'll be really excited. Also finished up my Kindle Vella. Kindle Vella is so hard to find. I used it to do the prequel, and so I was writing out an episode prequel, so I have 8 chapters of that already done for the prequel for Watcher of the Damned. And I also have the 7th book still in the works. I've got to get my my publicist to get that formatted for me. She's been working really hard. So we've got that out there. And then I have started on the next series of the whole Watcher of the Damned series. The second of the first series is Watcher of the Damned, and it's Watcher. It's named Watcher. And then you have the second 6-book series is going to be called Wanderer. So that's when they break out and go out into the wildlands, and the revolution has started. And I've already got approximately 1/4 of the book already done for the first book. So I'm really excited about it. So pray for me, because I'm like, if I don't die of a heart attack, because it's a big deal. I hope it'll happen. We'll see. So pray for me, Amy. Pray for me, Melissa, because they know what I'm waiting on. So
Absolutely.
That is cool. That is excellent. Well, good on you, Rosa. Hopefully everything goes really well and that starts to pick up, because it must be cool as hell to have the book in hand, though. It must be cool.
It's a really crazy thing when you unbox a whole series and you lay them out. Holy crud, that's a lot of words. So it's like,
yeah, right.
So yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it is cool.
You can do the thing.
Let's move over here to our winner for today, Mr. Rick Piper, Cross Comics. Sir, I know you got a bunch of stuff going on, so tell the people about it.
Of course, as I was saying earlier to everybody, I do have my Canadian Shield 2 and more campaign in pre-launch at the moment. So everybody could go sign up for that. Hopefully that will be launching June 24th, which will be my birthday. Actually, it will be. It's going to launch that day. With a delivery for January of next year. And I'm on another project with a guy named Chris. His company's Hero Shack. He's doing a book called Trolls Exposed. I'm doing a story in that, so if people want to go sign up for that, it's in pre-launch at the moment. He should be we're possibly launching next Wednesday night over on his channel, Hero Shack. So that's going to be good. And yeah, if everybody could also, if they're not, follow me over on my channel here on YouTube, Cross Comics.
Sweet. All right. Well, good job. Thanks, Rick. And congratulations to you, sir. Let's go over here and have a chat with Gabby. Gabby, would you like to say something nice to the people?
Gabby, here.
Hello. You can follow me on Instagram at Gabrielle Geski. Or you can follow me on Twitter at Gabrielle Geski. No dot.
No dot. Yes.
And you absolutely should. She's a sweet girl and her art's beautiful.
Yes, and that is true. And I'm waiting for the ladies to join up and create an absolutely terrifying horror book. Just talk to Amy.
Oh, just what?
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
No, what we got in the works.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
What if we did a cute horror off?
Cute horror off. No, that would be very, very disturbing. I've already seen Amy, and it's no.
That actually might be fun.
It could be.
That would be fun.
A cute horror off. I don't know. Amram would lose his mind, I think.
Yes, he would, but it'd be
I would
worth
win
it.
again.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
would win again.
Maybe. All right.
I won the last one, remember?
Right. Well, thank you all to everybody. And the only person I don't see, no, I already talked to him. So I don't see Elrod here. He's dropped out. Oh, no, there he is. He is. Go ahead, Elrod.
What? Well, what?
Say
Sorry, I
something
wasn't paying
nice.
attention. I'm sorry.
We love you, Elrod.
I love everyone.
Aww.
Because I love my enemies.
Oh,
no
there it
mercy.
is. See, I knew that was coming. All right. Thank you all very much. We'll see you guys next week. Jeff, would you have... That's true. He's kind of mumbling. We can't tell. Jeff, would you have any clue what we're doing next week? I think we're doing Artful Thinking, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And what is that project? Is that a graphic novel or what's that project?
I can actually let you know because I work with them on most of this stuff. If
well,
you need more
elucidate us, please.
It's a furry role-playing game.
So it is a D&D 5th edition, not module, but a guide to a world that they've created that is a fun fantasy island that can be put into any D&D world. They add a bunch of cute little fuzzy races for the cuteness of everybody.
So kind of like the Isle of Dread.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
This one is called Benji's Guide to Rentucky Island. And
Oh, no.
I would unironically play as a Rentucky because their stats are awesome and they are adorable.
I see. So basically what you're saying is Amy's going to win next week.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see what Amy produces out of that dang book because all the designs are awesome.
That sounds amazing. Are you guys going to be posting some reference pictures, or is this something we need to read too?
Yeah, I will let Ian know to post all the reference pictures.
Okay.
For that because we will be
Sheldon, I was trying to be nice. I know it's furry stuff. I know. Shh. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Andrew. And actually, it sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. And that's once again something different. That's coming out of a campaign setting for a tabletop game. That's awesome. I like it. I'd like to see someone put together a board game, and maybe we can do art for that. That would be neat. But anyway,
Damn
thank
it, I
you all
had
very
one
much.
just in front.
You go ahead, Alan.
Oh, I have a board game. It's just on the edge of being completed. I'm just one guy.
What's it called? LA Taco Run?
It's called the LA Taco Run. You have to build a taco.
Uh-huh.
It's no, it's
taco
it's a
time,
saloon
like burger
game.
time.
Dude, I'd buy that. Hell yeah. Taco making. I love meats and
time.
tacos.
Yeah.
It's true.
So you get to eat your taco in the end?
Make your tacos.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you gotta make a taco.
Bad Rick Piper. Okay. All right. We gotta wrap this
Taco always
up.
wins.
That's true. So Jeff, take us out of here, man.
Thanks everybody for participating. It's really interesting to see things in my head actually out on the page. I've always felt that there was a link between the written word and art, and I'm glad to see this, and I'm glad I've been able to actually participate in it. So, and lastly, buy Revenant in the Tomb. Link is in the chat. It's on Amazon. It comes in paperback, ebook, and on March 31st we'll have the audiobook.
Yay!
Awesome.
Nice. You can read along with the audiobook.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And Alan, no, that's not Alan. Amron is saying "sugoi deke," meaning very, very large. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all very much, and later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Night, everyone. Yes. Bye.
Why?
I love you.
Oh, yeah.